I'm Gelati,
And I'm Badger.
and we are going to cast the Supernova Division. I guess is there really a semifinals for 4 teams? I don't
I
know,
think
but
it's semi. I think.
we'll
I
we'll
mean,
we'll call it semifinals
we'll call it semis.
between Morning Scotch
And
and Where Are My Damn Pants? Name games are on point.
I think that these are two of the best team names in the entire league.
I agree. I'm gonna
So
here I'll pause and make sure we're synced up.
yeah,
Make sure.
just hit backspace at like when we're ready to go, because it'll just take it right back to the beginning if you're within first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So
All right. Just real quick, we'll run down the rosters. We've got. So I have an overlay for this. 1 second.
Okay.
Here we go. Got
Yep.
it. All right, cool. I already did it. So,
doing it live.
give me them commercials. I see your Voltrix harassing us before this even starts. All right.
Lamau.
So we've got No Pants is Hajime no Gildo. I see your Voltrix,
Gosh.
which we will just call Gildo. Stoka, who is just the jungler, but apparently had a name change. So that is their jungler. It's something different on the website. I think it's Mr. Anti on the website.
Okay.
Feeder Reformed, playing mid lane on the Orianna. Nelbium, playing the Xayah. Ooh, Xayah out. This is exciting.
I like that.
And Bobble33 playing Lulu. And just a heads up for you guys, we didn't get the rest of the draft, so we don't really know what was banned and everything.
Yeah,
So-
we're walking into this blind pretty
yeah,
much.
we're just going into
so.
this blind. So
And on the side of Morning Scotch, it's Power Steering playing Alawi top. Ziggy is playing Lee Sin in the jungle. Phantom Loaf is playing Ari mid. Noah Wawa is playing Misfortune, and Matt Brew is playing Bard this game. So
all right, what do you think about these team comps? I think it looks the top Echo you don't see too much anymore. It's
I
kind of
think
heavy AP
they don't have
now.
a tank. So yeah.
Yeah, no
Well,
tank.
neither team has a true tank. Alawi's like a bruiser. Echo just builds AP, but
Yes.
I think 80 Echo could probably still work, especially with all the fervor changes and Trinity Force change.
Yeah, it probably could.
So-
It could still work. I think it's just a matter of getting through lane against the bruiser. That's like kind of the
Yeah.
problem. Like he can get through lane against the casters and everything, but maybe the two shields from Orianna and Lulu can kind of
Yeah.
help out with the
There's
durability
a lot of
issues.
There's like invisible tankiness with those shields.
Yeah,
So
I agree. And you have the Echo ultimate and his W and
Yeah.
everything. So let's see.
All right, you ready to-
Yeah, let's fire this up. 3,
all right, just
2, 1. All right, cool.
Okay. All right.
So I think in order, I'm gotta get these sides right. It's gonna drive me nuts. I think I kind of like the No Pants lineup a little more. It doesn't look. It doesn't. I mean, the Echo Top's a little bit weird, but other than that, it's a pretty meta lineup.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you? I mean, you're the 80 carry out of the two of us, really. Like, what are your thoughts on Xayah?
I think she's good. She's very situational. I think. I don't. She's not like a. She's not one that really fits well into like a protect the hyper carry. She does a lot of damage, but I don't think she's like a Caitlyn or like a Kog'Maw or something like that. Something you can really protect, because she's got to get in a little bit to get
Yeah.
feathers down.
See, I kind of think it's interesting because she isn't a good forward moving DPS, which is why I think she doesn't
Yeah.
work in those protect comps. She's great at protecting herself, kind of in the vein of like Ezreal or Lucian. Like you just kind of leave them out to dry and fend for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
But-
Especially since you get like a 1 second invulnerability untargetable, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like,
Lots of outplay potential. Looks like No Pants moved in to get a couple deep wards. Nothing really came out of that invade, but they are going to get vision to see whether or not Ziggy is going to start. Ziggy with the ghostly sin.
dude, I just
Secret technology.
everything about that Ziggy just like triggers me. Just like flash on Olaf, ghost on Lee Sin.
Are we doing
like,
the shame cast? We just gonna shame cast this?
Yeah,
all the
that's
BS
exactly
and
what
bad
we're gonna do.
plays.
Just gonna
Oh, we're
shame
going.
cast.
We're going.
Nah. Props to him for trying something innovative. So
I mean, I don't know if it works against this team. I'm sitting here
I don't
thinking like,
know.
I don't know about this.
maybe it works, maybe it won't. We'll figure
So,
it out
Blue
eventually.
Start by Stoka.
Bottom side start on both
Raptors
sides.
for Lee, correct? Let's see if I
Yeah, he did Raptors.
yeah, Yeah, Raptors to red.
He's working on blue buff right now, so
Feeder
pretty
actually taking a lot of
straightforward.
damage in that mid lane trade. I'll let you do play by play.
Yeah, I was about to say,
we're just gonna interrupt each other.
Do it, cause
Hashtag professional people. There
yes.
you go.
Hashtag Badgerlati pros. So, just kind of standard trading starting out, and really this is like the most boring part of the game. Just like the first couple levels, nothing's really gonna happen because, like, none of these lanes. I mean, top lane has the most, but like none of these lanes have like kill potential.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is gonna be predicated on Stoka and Ziggy and seeing what they can get going. I mean,
Yeah.
Bard Misfortune can kind of mize kills out of nowhere, but I mean, not against Lulu. So we'll see how this goes. Looks like Stoka and Ziggy found each other in the top side jungle there.
Just saying hey to each other around blue side.
No,
buff,
Stoka's got to level up. He's already got his double buffs. He could probably contest that blue. He's gonna take
he's
scuttle.
contesting Scuttle Crab, so.
Looks like he's gonna take that.
I think he actually hasn't done his blue yet, so he's only level 2. Yeah.
So he's gonna start it now. Yeah, it looks like Stoka is gonna contest this.
He's gonna go in and say hey.
Gets spotted by the ward. I didn't look up ratings either. Is he gonna get it? No, Ziggy with a nice
no,
smite. That was really close. He could get
That's a really good
killed here.
fight. He's actually getting collapsed on. Does he die here? Mari's over the wall.
Sure. Gets
Oh.
charmed. Lulu goes down to ignite. Matt Brew doing work. Oh my god, these guys are crazy.
He's all over the place. Kha'Zix is still not getting the chest of spirit popped, and this is looking to be a bad situation. Echo's gonna dive in and he's gonna pick up the kill, and there's gonna be a second one coming in onto the Ahri, and it's 2 for 0 on this top side at this point. And Gildo's gonna keep going for more, but it's gonna be a level 2 tower dive, and it's gonna take a little bit of damage on the way out.
Yeah, power steering not able to do a whole lot as level 2 Alawi. Good contest. I think it was good recognition that they were in a stronger place. It looked initially like they were gonna like Stoka was gonna get collapsed on, but just more damage faster from the Kha'Zix. He had a level advantage until that blue smited had lower health total. Power steering gonna get parallel convergence.
Gildo's doing a little bit of damage in this lane. Early game Echo with corrupting. Did he go Fervor, or did he go? Oh, okay, he went Thunderlords.
Yeah, he went Thunderlords.
Double Sun's gonna land on the bottom. Just to make it rain's gonna come out. There's still a lot of summoners on this bottom lane. Noah's gonna get it flashed on here. The Root's gonna miss. And Noah's gonna actually pick up the kill, and
like
Nelvium just doesn't
kill.
Looks like, I mean, he didn't use heal, and he was gonna come. Oh, Stoka's gonna come in and pick up one. He has no flash, and Bard's gonna make it out alive. But it's a 2 for 1 in favor of Morning Scotch.
Yeah, had no flash from flashing over the taunt to kill the Ahri in that top fight by the blue buff. Like, Ziggy's gonna go ahead and grab Raptors since he spotted Stoka down bottom. It's the right play to do there.
Yeah, that's a good call. But you're looking at it now. You've got a 2-on-1 Misfortune with a BF sword, and you have a 2-on-1 Kha'Zix, who's just getting his long swords on and a pair of boots to be around the map a little bit more.
Echo, double buff Echo, certainly.
Especially with lane shoved in like that. He's got a revolver, and he has lane shoved into him, so that's just a rough spot to be in for power steering.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing for Alawi, at least looking forward, is that like it's not exactly easy to shove her. Like eventually she can just like one-shot a creep wave.
Oh
so
yeah.
He's got that going for him. While he might be behind a ton right now, it's probably not going to grow that much more without jungle assistance. I honestly can't see that much kill potential in that lane outside. Of the
There's really, I don't think there really is, unless
like neither of those
champions
in a gank. Yeah, neither of those champions can really lock each other down enough to kill one another. But I mean, it is full AP Echo, so maybe he just gets tagged eventually. But not looking like it yet.
Right. And I mean, he just hit level 6 and Alawi's 5, but she's getting a big power steering is getting a big wave on this, and he'll be able to at least catch up to about 2/3 of the way to 6. So it's not like he's too far behind. And he was smart in saving his TP because with boots he made it back to lane in time. So just a couple pings coming out, second rotation of buffs coming back up, a little bit of trading in on the bottom lane. Bard's gonna throw a Q out and miss.
Big item disparity in the bot lane. You got BF on Noah. versus the Vamp Scepter. So the CS is even, but Bard MF have a lot of the. Oh, it looks like we got maybe a kill
That's
here
a
coming
pretty
up.
good trade.
A lot of damage.
Ignite's gonna come down. They're just gonna keep auto attacking in. Stoker's gonna come in from the side. He's got the slow coming in. He's gonna leap. The heal's gonna come through from the Bard, and they're just gonna walk out of this scot-free.
Scotch-free.
Scotch-free.
Yeah. Got him!
Hey.
So
it begins.
Oh man, here we go. So, as you were saying, Power Steering did catch a pretty big wave. Still gonna be down quite a bit of CS, but again, if he's, I mean, both of these champions are like so immovable in lane. Like it feels impossible to push them out, and even if you do, it's like Echo can ult back to lane. Alawi still has teleport also, and more than likely it's gonna be
there's like a 20
teleporting.
CS discrepancy though in both the solo lanes for Where's My Pants. So. Yeah. Here comes Cosmix again. The Bard ult's gonna come through and it's gonna deny the kill. And oh, look at that! It's actually gonna be Lulu going down.
Excellent Bard ult, taking the
really
damage out of the fight. Great Bard ult.
Gonna do that, but meanwhile the Alawi ult's gonna come down top, and the Chrono Break's gonna come through. They're gonna trade a little bit of health back and forth. Power Steering's in a little bit of trouble, and it's gonna get really low on the health bars. Echo's gonna back off. Decides that he's gonna try and fight another day.
Considering he was a level down, that was actually not a bad trade.
That was actually really good.
Yeah, you gotta dodge the tentacles, people.
Yeah. It's crazy how much he sustained. Gilda's gonna go in and he's gonna be able to pick up the kill with the 3-hit.
Yeah, you gotta let that wave get to the tower before you jump in on that. Like make him kill you under tower if he's gonna kill you. I said this in one of the games I cast last week. That's a bad habit that a lot of players in all ratings have, is if the wave's pushing to you and it's gonna get there anyway, there's no reason to step up and risk it. Like the tower's gonna hit it no matter what. There's no reason to step up and be out of, tower range.
Safety. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's better to lose 2 CS and pick up the rest of the wave than it is to lose your life.
I agree. 100%.
It's not worth it.
Because now you lose that and you're gonna miss. I didn't see if he got that all the way to tower. Presumably you're gonna miss most of that wave as well. You're gonna miss the XP and the gold, which is twice as bad, really.
He missed about wave, but the next wave crashed and is kind of going down a little quickly. So Project's going to be the pickup for Morning Scotch.
Yeah, Morning Scotch is blue side.
Yeah, Morning Scotch and no pants.
Feeder Sensei's picking up a lot of, or eating a lot of these both parts of the REQ, just stepping up for CS.
Yeah.
Just being picky on the mid lane here. You got to make sure. It's usually pretty predictable when Ari's going to step up for it.
Right. And since she's so short, Ori just outranges her. So really,
yeah,
Ori should always be safe in the trade because kind of when she walks up
into another one there, walks into an ult, gets charmed.
Ignite's going to come through. The exhaust is going to go down. The flash is going to come in. The shockwave's going to miss, and Phantom's going to pick up the solo kill on the feeder.
Nice polymorph, but
good poly, but it's not going to matter because Misfortune's doing a lot of damage right now. 4-1-1. Oh,
misses the. Oh man, I love it. I love it.
Soga's gonna miss the jump over the wall.
You know what the best part about that is they would have had no idea. Phantom Loaf would have had no idea he was even there, missed the jump or anything, and then he sees him flash over the wall.
Flash is gonna come through, and he's gonna make it out of live.
Yeah, Noah's doing work in this bot lane. I know that the CS differential's not really there. Zaya's doing pretty well. That's another good part about that champion too. In kind of like similar to Vayne, she's very good at her tower. Yeah, like very good at her tower, very good at getting pushed, which is an interesting design space to be in. Looking like
Leeson's gonna come up. He's gonna land.
If only he could.
If only.
Insect.
With flash kick.
Yeah, flash kick. Just saying.
Well, I think it would. I don't think it would have mattered if he actually would have flash kicked that because Echo ult's gonna take him right back to where he was.
Yeah, he had Echo anyway, but Just saying.
Just saying, man. But
so things looking pretty. I mean, you look at the solo lanes being really far behind, MF being really fed, but like it's a 300 gold lead for no pants. So like I don't.
Yeah.
Just the solo lanes have such a huge gold advantage. Like even through the deaths, like I mean, Feeder Sensei ate the one, or Feeder Reform, not Feeder Sensei. Different person on my friends list, sorry. Feeder Reform knows who Feeder Sensei is too, coincidentally. So, I think I'm going in here.
Gildo's gonna just keep going in on it, force the flash out of Power Steering, and here comes Ziggy. Echo ult's still up. I mean, he could totally outplay this here, 1v2. Oh, here comes the kick. Oh, good dodge on the Alawi ulti. Oh, and he's gonna have to flash out anyways.
Ghost. Misses the test of strength. Looks like we got
the ghost. Oh, and here comes the rest of the team. For no pants, Alawi's in a bad spot, no flash. Gonna go down. Speeder Reform's gonna be able to pick up the kill. Bring it back. An unfortunate situation for him.
Trading going on in this game.
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, I feel like the bot lane's like in a constant fight too. We just like can't afford to be watching it all the time.
Like, all right, so what do we do? Like, where do we watch?
I think well now we can watch bot because the top's kind of settled out. Doesn't look like that was maybe an opportunity to take Herald. Another nice Bard ult. Matt Brew doing wow.
Ooh, good.
Great Bard ult. Good dodge on the binding.
Good Feather Storm to just.
Well played by both bot lanes there, I think.
Yeah.
Matt Brew, that's two really good Bard ults so far.
Yeah. And really, that was just like a pixel from Nelbium getting caught as well.
Yeah.
And that would have set up the double stun.
Well, it's kind of Bard's really interesting because he's like such a feaster. It's kind of like Kindred's like this too. Like it's very feast or famine. Like if there's times where you want to hit exactly one person, there's times where you want to hit both. There's times where you want to hit your teammates but not anybody else.
Right,
like,
right.
One of the highest skill cap ultimates in the game, especially because the travel distance matters for the speed and everything. I think it's like really underrated to just throw the low range ult and try to get summoners with it though. I don't think enough Bard players do that. They always go for the big time plays.
You gotta go for the hero play. Sometimes you just don't have to do that though.
Kind of surprised.
Probably doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage coming out for.
Let's see if Gildo
did like 2/3 of his health. Yeah, he's gonna dodge him.
Nice dodge.
Oh, good dodge on the pole. Catches him with the second part of it. Oh, misses Chrono, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't have mattered if the Chrono hit. I think Power Stairs so he could have.
Yeah, it's just coming down to which ultis get used first.
Bobble trying to tell Noah what's up, saying, "Look, I'm the boss here."
And then he just eats like two
didn't
auto attacks.
Didn't work out.
Like half its health.
Did not work out.
Give him a little love tap. So.
Big CS lead for Gildo.
Yeah.
40 up 45. For Gildo and
20 in the mid lane. Protobolt's gonna come through. It's gonna come out, but it's not gonna be enough range to actually catch him.
See what I was saying earlier about the Alawi though? How it's like you can't get her out of. It's pretty hard to just shove Alawi. Like you're better off playing a denial game.
Right. And really, the thing with like even like the jungle picks and like the draft, like Bard is like the only real crowd control. Oh, the Test Spirit and the Echo Alawi.
Oh, Power Steering is gonna get that.
Yeah. Oh, good shockwave.
Nice shot.
The kill's gonna come out from Stoika. They're gonna go 1 for 1 here. Misfortune's gonna go in. Stoika's gonna be out with 1 HP. Oh, never mind. Cloud Drake and wards. I forgot Lee Sin can,
the ghost.
Oh yeah, the ghost. It wasn't Cloud Drake, it was the ghost.
The ghost plus Cloud Drake combo. The synergy. Yeah, Power Steering. I think Gildo got a little bit ambitious there. Didn't dodge enough of the tentacles.
Yeah.
That's the entire game. That's the entire Alawi game. You gotta just dodge
tentacles. That's the mini game against Alawi, is just dodge tentacles.
Champ Borderline doesn't do anything if you don't hit the tentacles don't hit. So yeah, the mid skirmish was a good shockwave. Phantom Loaf a little bit too ambitious there. The Lulu Orianna core is like one of the staple. Here we go, Ziggy comes behind.
Good kick.
Zaya.
Oh man.
Didn't even get a chance to.
They didn't have any wards on the side, so Ziggy just got a free kick in.
Yeah. Nice, taking advantage of it.
Alright. Nelbium, what is your build, dude? Blade of the Ruin, or he's going Cutlass and BS Sword at the same time?
Not entirely sure if
I'm confused.
The most successful Zayas that I've seen have been Essence Reaver. Essence Reaver.
Zeal item.
Yeah, Reaver Zeal item. Usually Phantom Dancer. Or
I do Hurricane.
A Hurricane? Yeah, a Hurricane could work.
I do Hurricane.
More feathers out. Does it do more feathers?
It doesn't actually spread the. It doesn't actually spread.
That's only for your Q, I think it is, right? On Zaya.
No, it's just on auto attack. It's just.
So it doesn't spread more feathers.
Because you're so close ranged, anyways. Like, I just build Hurricane on her because.
Yeah, because all your autos are gonna be on that anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna be you're gonna get a lot of autos off anyway. So
Let's see, looking around, see, got some big item completions. Nothing too. Essence Reaver finished up on Noah, but he's had that, so he's got another BF sword on top. It looks like it's gonna be
IE,
probably IE. The
maybe
crit build,
Dustblade.
the crit builds are what's good on Misfortune again.
Yeah, crit build's just like good on everybody pretty much except like Lucian and like old like Trinity Force users. So
Yeah. With I'm gonna go to aggressive trade and top. Doesn't look like too
Dang.
much gonna happen.
he's taking a lot of damage. Like, just
They're both
are they
taking
gonna
a lot
try
of
and
damage.
dive?
Kazak's gonna get dove.
Sun's gonna come through. Oh, clean. That's actually pretty clean. They're gonna try to cloud trade.
Matt Brew.
Oh, the Bardold! 3-man Bardold from Power Blue, and the Misfortune ult's gonna come in as well. The Shockwave's gonna come down, and
Bro,
that's gonna be two
Shockwave
people
too.
dead
Everybody
already at that
landing
point.
MVP ults in this game.
I know.
You
Like,
got
what
the
heck is
3-man
going
Shockwave,
on?
the Savage 3-man Bard ult into bullet time. We got a tower
Yeah.
dive going top.
Just like the Wombo combo. Like, that was pretty clean from them to get that executed. Unfortunately, it didn't net all 3
What
kills.
that ended
and
up?
that
Ended up
Shockwave,
being,
though.
what, 1 for 2 altogether?
Yeah,
favor
1 in the
of-
top, 2 in mid. 1 in the top for 2 mid. So, not
Yeah.
bad. Misfortune's still getting a bunch of free farm down there.
Ori's got mana, but she's got a recall. You don't want to stay in lane against Oriana, not with the Kazakhs up. Ziggy
Yeah.
taking.
He's looking for it. I mean, he has the flash. He could be greedy for
Yeah,
like.
he
one
has
wave,
a
I think.
feeling he's there. Puts the word down.
Ziggy's just gonna hold it. Oh,
Yo, Matt Brew found a bug.
yeah.
Doesn't look like anything's
Bug
gonna
catcher
come
Matt
of
Brew.
it.
So
Yo, Matt Brew 2-0-7 on the Bard. Absolute destruction in the bot lane.
just doing work.
doing all kinds of work.
Yeah.
What's he hit? Like, I think he's hit a combined like 7 people with Bard ults already. Like,
Yeah, he's thrown like 3 LTs out and hit like 6 and zoned a couple other people away too.
making Crepo proud. So
Yeah,
we're gonna have
it's all.
ARAM mode while Noah's farming in the top lane.
Meanwhile, there's
Plenty
a
of
huge
wave
wave
clear.
hitting bot lane from. The team managed to stack like a wave of like a triple wave at that point, and just it's
all
free
casters
hitting
left there too.
tier
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
They're gonna send it. Looks like most of the team. to go get
Everybody.
it.
Oh, they're doing blue buff trade.
Alright, that's good.
So.
Interestingly, Misfortune not exactly known as a split pusher. Even when you're tremendously fed, she doesn't exactly have a lot of one-on-one potential. So kind of interesting that they're doing this. Not entirely sure if it's right. I mean, it's working, but that doesn't make it right as the assignment.
Yeah, it's the thing is it's working, but like your main.
Yeah, I
your
think
main
I think
carry's not
Ari
there.
wants to be your split pusher, or Alawi, like either or, because both of them can shove quickly for themselves, and if you leave the other one in the lane, it's plenty of wave clear left.
So they're jumping over the wall.
Echo
They're gonna
go
get
in.
slow onto the 2 of them. I wanted to see the big play Shockwave attempt to come out there.
There you go. Kazakh's
Kazakh's gonna
ultimate.
jump. Chilling Smite. Gonna push in. Alawi's gonna get stunned. Shockwave's gonna land on Alawi, but they threw a lot of stuff out on it. And that's gonna be power steering being the first one killed. Kazakh's is gonna go in and pick up kill, but he's gonna trade his life for it. Meanwhile, in top lane, Noah picks up a turret. So 2 for 1 in favor of No Pants. But Morning Scotch gets the turret, and they have waves pushing in on both of their side lane turrets.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to get this tower. Noah's still got ultimate. Unless he gets tagged with parallel convergence. Doesn't look like that's
No.
going to hit.
Not quite.
He's got a
Okay,
fire
doesn't
off
have
the
all.
ult here.
He's taking a lot of
It's a good
damage.
ult opportunity. Fires it off.
Oh,
Gets the kill
Good
on
kick.
Bobble. Nice.
Ziggy's just going big right there. Just
Hopefully
good
it's got
kick.
It's got to be the ghost.
Slow. It's got to be the kill.
Oh, the Bard flash!
Matt
Big
Brews the
play, Matt Brew.
kill.
Matt Brew's the MVP of this game.
Matt, I'll call it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it
I
right
will
now.
gladly say it.
MVP
He
Matt
is
Brew.
the MVP.
Just a straight savage on the Bard right now. Tons
Just
of early
casually
lane
flashes
presence.
in with the auto attack on Meeps and just like finishes him off.
Beast Meeps, man.
Damn straight,
up in
dude.
there.
What a baller.
So, to me, unfortunately, I don't see this working out for Morning Scotch. Still, like the solo lanes are still just so far ahead for No Pants.
If they
Like-
can protect the misfortune enough.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
anybody can make mistakes in positioning and everything, so you don't ever want to rule that out. Like, Echo's pretty forgiving with positioning mistakes. Oriana's not. But I think if I think if Gildo just splits, I don't think they can like lose this game. Especially because he's AP. Yeah.
The only way that I can see that not working out is if he somehow loses the one-on-one and they get a really good catch, because this is Fortune's doing a lot more damage, but she's gonna get caught out. Ball's gonna come through. She's gonna get shut down.
Let's see if Mabru can make a magical journey escape here. It's on cooldown still.
He's gonna get the stun off and
never chase the bard.
Never chase bard, man. It's like singed.
Yeah,
just don't chase him.
I mean, he's already lost a one. Anyway, going back to the Gildo versus power steering, Gildo's already lost a 1v1 with a massive lead against the Alawi. So if you don't play it correctly, you can still lose it even with a massive lead.
Yeah.
And he's got 0 itemization to deal with power steering's damage. It's all reliant on him dodging. It's like the ultimate's gonna come out
he's
here.
Just there doing a lot of damage, and he's just doing a lot of, like, that was half of Kha'Zix's health right there.
Let's check to see how from dodging of the tentacles over here. Looking like he's gonna dodge most of them. So, I think they have enough wave clear with Xayah and Misfortune and even Kha'Zix that they should just be splitting. With this big of a lead, you've got to trust your player to outplay.
Yep.
And essentially do what he's picked for, and you should be splitting him off to the side right now. Like he should be matching Alawi in the top lane. They both have teleport. It's a lot of map pressure you're giving up.
Right, and that's it's the sheer reason of it could work, but I think it's Mountain Drake. I mean it's important. I mean he's not going to miss that wave or anything. Right.
Like he had priority on the wave. Like power steering had to go catch that. It was pushing that way anyway.
Yeah,
so it's okay for him to be grouped now. MF not going to be enough. Xayah's going to end up getting the killing blow on that dragon.
Not quite. And the redemption, just for safe measures, just in case.
I think No Pants needs to split. They need to split Gildo off.
I think Morning Scotch has just too much lane priority. Like they have a wave pushing in top, Echo's on the bottom having to deal with that too, and like they had mid lane pushed up. Like they did a great job with the wave manipulation.
Yeah, to basically get a free dragon there.
To get a, no. They gave up a dragon, but they got map pressure.
Oh yeah, I'm backwards.
It's just one mountain. Like, I'm not really worried about one mountain, especially against this team. Their Baron take is really slow.
Yeah,
still.
I think I think the only way, like the 4-man wave clear unit that No Pants has. Am I mixing? Yeah, it's No Pants. Yeah, No Pants. Yeah. The 4-man wave clear unit between Lulu, Xayah, and Orianna and Kha'Zix is really, really strong, and the siege is from like Misfortune and Ahri isn't exactly great. So you're more or less like relying on like Morning Scotch is never gonna get anything done in a 1-4 like a siege situation unless they have somebody dead. Unless they dive with a Bard ult. Like they're gonna have to like Bard ult the tower, all in with Alawi, have Alawi tank the tower, and hopefully get a ton of healing and just win that way. But because they don't have a true tank, diving is very difficult for them. And
I think between Bard ult, if you get a good Bard ulti down, and if you get a good Alawi ulti down, like in the wake of it, like as soon as they come out, like the dunk comes through like
and
power steering and like they can combo it right, and it just all comes down to whether or not like Matt can come up big on this Bard,
which he has so far. So I don't want to rule that out necessarily. But
right.
But oh, here we go. Ziggy with the flank gets the kick in. Bard
ult
onto both carries.
Nice.
Whole time coming in.
Suika's gonna go down. Alawi like started her ulti and then like flashed. Can you do that? Like, can you start it?
You can, as far as I understand, you can buffer like the initial jump. Like if you are flash, it'll jump.
Okay.
You know how like jumps forward or like slams or like jumps up and slams the ground or whatever. You can.
Alright, so that's gonna be one kill over. Here comes the TP from Alawi. Echo's gonna try and engage on top of it, but he was too slow on the stun. It's gonna come through. Echo's gonna get charmed up, and he's gonna get taken down immediately, and Ori's gonna go down as well. So this is gonna be 2 down for No Pants, and Morning Scotch is gonna be looking to take this turret.
Yeah, just not safe enough. You ideally, if you're on Ori, Echo and Kha'Zix are the only people that should ever be remotely close to in range for a Bard stun. And they chained a couple of them together in this team. I mean, if you go back to the play before that, the fight before that, Mapru landed a Bard ult on Orianna and Xayah, so there was just like no damage coming out.
This is a good ult-on backline.
Yeah.
That was really well done.
Matt Brew
So-
is killing it on this board. I gotta say.
Stoika's looking for a party as well. So
Ziggy's had a few good flanks in this game as well. I think it doesn't appear to me that No Pants are playing their
TP
wing
from
conditions
Echo.
right.
Charm's gonna go. Oh, good
This
flash.
is the charm.
Oh,
Is going to be met with 4 people though, and that is not where you want to be.
yep. But they're gonna actually pick up the kill on the Ahri. Here comes the Alawi ult. It's gonna zone him off. There's gonna be a Cosmic really deep, and he's gonna be chasing him out. He's in a one-on-one with Matt Brew. And it's gonna quickly turn into a 3-on-1 unless the rest of his team can come help him, which they do. And oh, Neblium goes down on the backside.
So many
Alawi tentacle.
low characters.
Yeah.
Noah's just like, yeah, you know what? Forget you guys. I'm just gonna split push misfortune.
Oh my gosh. He's just like casually like, all right, guys, you got this. My misfortune's actually a Tryndamere.
Oh, Matt Brew's mortal.
Matt Brew is mortal.
Matt Brew is mortal. How did that happen? Kazakhs, yeah, just Kazakhs.
He could have journeyed the other way, and I think he would have been fine. Because he really just like sideswiped, like along from where Kazakhs was, and he just had to jump. So.
Like, there's gonna be a big wave stacking up in the bottom lane in favor of Morning Scotch, so No Pants gonna send somebody to deal with that. But no teleport from Gildo. He's trying to make the play on Phantom Loaf.
Yeah, Baron would be an opportune thing potentially.
Let's see.
So.
If, I'm wondering. It's still strange to me if they're not assigning that way. I think it's really important, and this is like a lesson I think everybody can take, like any division, any ranking, is like you gotta recognize, like you gotta play well first of all. There's a lot of players making a lot of plays in this game, a lot of mistakes also, but you gotta recognize, like the most important thing in this game is recognizing your win conditions and how you're gonna get there and do that. Mm-hmm. And I think, at least for this game, so far, that could change obviously, but so far I think No Pants has missed out on a really good opportunity to just split Gildo and create a lot of map pressure that way, because you're gonna force the other team to make a decision, and instead they've just been able to group as 5, and Ziggy's been able to find the flanks and get the picks and then land the charms and the bard stuns and everything. You're just letting them have that opportunity.
Yeah, he's been getting really good kicks off this game, and Bard ults and Lee kicks have been on point this game.
Yeah.
So.
And I could kind of see from the other side of this why they might just want to stay grouped, because if you see like a good Bard landing all of his ults and everything, you might just be afraid that you're just gonna get engaged on the second that you show somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So I could see why they want to stay grouped, but I think you're still missing out on an opportunity to split.
Oh yeah, you're missing out on like a big opportunity to get a split going.
Yeah, like this is a game where an inhibitor could be down already.
Okay, so Gildo is up. I mean, if he built a little bit tankier, like if he would have built, what could he have built to be a little bit tankier? Really, I guess the problem is
he could have just did like New Abyssal. New Abyssal's not bad for him. Banshees isn't bad, although Banshees doesn't really do anything against Alawi. Zonia's. He's got Zonia's. He's good at this second.
He's got Zonia's. Yeah, I mean, oh, here comes the pick. Stoika's gonna get taken down a little bit. The Dragon's gonna go down, and Gildo's gonna keep jumping in really deep. There's a big bullet time though.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. That was pretty brutal to watch, and fight's gonna keep going, but it's actually gonna be in favor. It's like, oh, okay, never mind. It looked like it was gonna turn there for No Pants, but Morning Scotch is gonna be able to.
Yeah, that was a massive bullet time.
Yeah.
This is where I wish I had the Riot like damage dealt in the team fight breakdown thing. Cause
yeah, I would love to see how much damage.
A couple thousand in that one from that bullet time.
Oh yeah, that destroyed them. Like, did a lot of work there.
I was gonna say there's no pink or sweeper for this. There is a ward in the pit, but there's no way
Stoika
can get there.
If Stoika steals this,
nah, he's not close enough.
Nah, he's not even gonna be this time.
All right, so I gotta hand it to Morning Scotch, man. They're finding ways to get the picks that they need to take control of the tempo in this game. I mean, like I said, like I've been harping on for the past 5 minutes, is No Pants missing out on a huge opportunity for a split push here, but you got to give credit where it's due for the punish. And Morning Scotch are doing a hell of a good job doing that.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
doing
Noah's
really good.
massive. He got all that solo XP. He's gonna be level 16. Have the level 3 bullet time soon.
Yeah. And I mean, like looking back at it, I don't think they really had the ward coverage to like know that they were just like chilling in the bush. Like, okay, you can like speculate that they're on dragon, but it's a cloud drake.
Yeah.
You don't want it. Just I wouldn't walk in blind to a cloud drake like that.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, and yeah, especially because it's a cloud drake, and especially considering the team composition you have, like. Again, like that's a situation, I'm gonna keep saying it, where if he was splitting, you could just give that Cloud Drake, and as long as you're not losing towers, you can't lose. They can take all the Cloud Drakes and everything they want, as long as you're ready to contest when it's an Infernal Drake, then you're fine. Or not Infernal, Elder Drake. Like, you can give them all the Cloud Dragons they want if you have map pressure, but they just had no map pressure because they've just been grouped.
yeah.
And
Yodo's gonna begin the slow push, but it's gonna be a Baron empowered wave that they're gonna have to try and deal with. I don't think they actually have
might
the
be
wave
too little,
clear.
too late. It's like ball going
Yeah.
with Stoka. Might be looking for
Oh,
an
Chung's
engage
gonna come
here.
onto the Lulu. Ult's gonna come down. There's another big
Another
bullet time.
huge bullet
Holy cow.
time.
Kha'Zix is gonna come out of GA. Gildo just gets blown up before he can actually ult. So.
Oh, Matt Brew hits the
Oh my
Xaxis ult. Matt Brew
What?
MVP.
Maverick MVP.
Matt Brew MVP.
Peasy easy.
Unbelievable.
That's
Unbelievably good Bard ult this whole game.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Dang.
I wish we had the
Yes.
draft so I could see if he gets banned next game, but I guess we'll know if he plays it or not. But bravo. Bravo.
Bravo.
I'll be honest with
Well
you, looking at the team composition, I didn't really see a way that No Pants could lose this game. They got
Right.
a lot of very strong picks. Their comp's very synergistic. Maybe you could question the full AP Echo or not. You had the solo lanes off to a good start, which is exactly what you need in a composition like this. They just needed to 1-3, or they just needed to 4-1, and they
just
never
needed
did.
4-1.
They just grouped and team fought into Misfortune ult, Bard ult, or Lowy ult. I don't know. Really, really, really one-sided,
Alright.
surprisingly.
All right, loading up game 2. Let's
Yeah,
see.
let me fire that
Does he
up
get
real
to play? He gets it again.
For real?
For real, dude.
Spoiler alert, man. Let me fire this up. Make sure.
I don't know what
everything
was
is right.
banned. I think
Did they choose blue again, or they switched sides?
they switched sides. They switched sides, so No Pants is on blue side and Morning Scotch is on red now.
Alright. I definitely put the overlay as winning whiskey. Oh, Gelati the real MVP.
Heck yeah.
No pants? Question mark. And we'll get it right this time. Morning Scotch. Let me go back. Are you ready? So, actually, before we start, let's take a look at this real quick because,
Yeah.
I mean, they basically brought the same thing. Ziggy brought Flash this time. I wonder why.
Gee, I wonder why.
I'm not letting him live this down. I'm gonna break balls on this for as long as it takes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Power steering running out the top lane Maokai. So have you seen a lot of Maokai top? Most of them I've seen support in jungle
I've seen it
since the rework.
support. Yeah, I've seen a ton support.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's.
I think
extremely strong.
Hyreela is playing support and a little bit of jungle,
Yeah.
but I think he's pretty much just dead top lane.
Yeah, I think he's just too, like, the way you need to build him now, he's too squishy. Like, maybe you could
Yeah.
you might be able to get away with it against Shen though. I mean, Shen, I guess Shen does a fair amount of damage, but it's not like it's like an oppressive lane or anything like that. Like, you could probably play it into the other tanks, but you can't play him at all against any carry, I don't think. But
I don't
so
think
a
so.
lot of people that don't know, Maokai got, I'll call it a rework because it's a pretty major rework. They basically changed 2 of his skills, right? Ultimate's a
For the
lot
most
different
part.
now. The ultimate's like what's the, I'm trying to think of the Dota champion that's got that ultimate.
It's
Mech, the machines, the March of the Machines thing. That's kind of what it's like.
Tinker.
Yeah, Tinker's kind of got
Tinker.
where it's like this huge AoE, like slow moving thing that roots everybody it hits and does a bunch of damage. And
Yeah.
then his Saprolings are now more like damage focused and less CC focused. So it's like the idea is with like support Maokai anyway, and I guess top lane's kind of like this too. Is you just stack Saprolings and it's kind of like old AP Shaco, where you just like, oh, surprise, you're dead. Like, so.
Here, let me walk you through this bush and let you get one shot by all these little saplings just chilling there, man.
Actually, hold up. We're getting. So the Twitch chat has some of the bans for us. It looks like Lux. Lux and Nautilus for games 1 and 2. I don't know what the third. They don't remember the third ban.
Okay.
Okay.
I will figure it out.
Okay, so Lux is Theater Reform's best mid laner, so that makes sense. Nautilus is probably Gildo's top, or maybe Bobble's best. Anyway, so looking at the comps to this game. More or less, Morning Scotch marching out basically the same comp minus the Alawi. Actually, that was probably the ban if I had to guess, right?
Probably the Alawi.
Yeah. So bring out the Maokai to replace the Alawi. Otherwise, the same exact team comp with Flash on Lee Sin.
With Flash on Lee Sin.
And what do we got over on No Pants? Looking like double globals with the Twisted Fate Shen. Good.
Double AD with Graves, Ashe, and then Janna.
Great pick composition here. You got Gold Card, Ashe Arrow, Shen Taunt. Got shields from Janna and
Graves
Shen.
damage.
Graves damage. This is a very well-rounded team comp. I wonder where the Twisted Fate was picked in the draft order, but I actually kind of like the Twisted Fate into Orianna if you know how to play the matchup. If it's I mean, it's a skill matchup. It's very difficult for the Twisted Fate to play, but you know, assuming perfect play, it's like a 50-50. But I like the idea of the global composition here to pick out the 4, we'll say 3.5 squishy members. I mean, they could basically kill any. I mean, they can kill Maokai too, because Maokai tends to build AP now. We'll see what power steering does for a build, but let's fire this up. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. 3,
let's go 2, 1.
Okay. Alright.
Let's see. Gildo, Nautilus was targeted at Gildo, is what the chat's saying. So, thank you guys.
Thanks for the insight.
You the real MVP besides Matt Brew. Matt Brew's gonna carry all 17 of us that are in this game / watching this game / casting this game. All right.
Pretty much.
TF was last picked. That's not very nice, Andrew. / Ziggy.
Ziggy. Damn it.
Hey, he's got the flash now. Less hate this time
He does have the flash.
Imagine how many. Imagine how many plays could have been.
Imagine. Can he actually insect though? Can he flash kick?
Oh, come on, dude. Put a little more faith in my man here. Oh man.
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
So we got a pretty normal 5-point. Only one ward used from both sides here. I think I don't know. I kind of like. I kind of like the no team comp. I like the team comp on No Pants more. Again, it's just execute. This one's very execution based. Ideally,
I think they have 3 winning lanes. I actually think they, maybe bot lane's even, but I think there's 3 winning lanes on the side of
or 2 winning lanes and 1 that's even. The TF.
2 winning lanes and 1 that's even. TF Ori even. Ashe Janna kind of. It'll bully around Misfortune Bard a little bit.
Yeah, kind of interested that Phantom Loaf didn't go with the cleanse either. Usually against Ashe TF, that's prime candidate for cleanse.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a cleanse game.
Yeah, I mean normally with TF, one of the good things about TF is that he's got really good gank assist.
Oh yeah, and especially for a Graves.
It's a good trade.
That's exactly what you want. Is you just want gank assist. So.
Yeah, Graves needs hard CC in his lanes, otherwise he just is picked mostly as a fast clearing jungle. Doesn't really have a lot of gank potential without hard CC in lanes, and they've picked a hard CC in 2 of the lanes. So, and once bottom is 6, they have it there too. I do like the double global. It's kind of very old school, very traditional kind of team comp. It's usually a lot harder to execute.
Oh,
Gildo's
gonna go in here, level 2. Power steering, 1 more hit from dead.
Gets the flash. That's huge.
He gets the flash out.
He's presumably gonna get a teleport too.
Yeah.
Maybe. He's still got another charge.
No, he's got stab, so he'll stay. And corrupting potion. So.
Bart's damage is hilarious at level 1 and 2.
Yep.
It's another.
Oh, here comes another taunt.
Yeah, you can kind of see that top lane Maokai, like the base stats and base damages that he had before are not quite there anymore.
Okay, here comes Graves in the bottom.
Stoka doing a lot of
Ward
damage.
is taking a lot of damage. Damn, that Graves damage though. Yeah, I'm actually kind of sad that Riot tweaked his like damage or his animation stuff.
Yeah, I mean I think he's strong anyway. I actually still think he's really strong. Ziggy lands that Q, nice. It's the twisted advance. It's gonna be first blood. No, get the flash out of Guild away.
And the taunt.
I'm totally taking over your play-by-play duties.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
we're just YOLOing this.
We're just honestly just like chatting.
Just gotta. Let's see. Graves. Is this a 3 buff?
That's a 3 buff.
Yeah, I mean he saw Ziggy topside. He's gonna go ahead and take this.
What did he do? Red Raptors. Scuttle?
He did his blue. Is he gonna get out of this? I think he's dead. No way.
Oh my gosh.
That's
what
BM.
a man. Oh, and he gets the Janna shield on top of it.
That's
Holy
BM.
cow. That's
gets
crazy.
the 3 buff barely.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the correct. So he did. If I remember right, he did his. What did he do? Raptors to his blue, back to his red.
He did red to Raptors.
And then.
No, because he had
He had doubles for the bot gank, right?
Unless he took a lane minion, he had 8 CS.
Right, maybe he didn't do Raptors. He might not have did Raptors.
No, he did Raptors because he did red and Raptors.
Yeah. Okay, so. And then I think once he ganked bottom and Ziggy wasn't there to counter gank, that was about the same time. Well, that was actually after Ziggy. It was like the same time Ziggy was top lane, so he saw Ziggy was top. He was like, okay, this is just free.
Yeah, he just went down bottom.
Never take damage from anything besides Bard, apparently.
Yeah.
New meta.
And then he walked in and took blue.
Bard
so.
OP, first pick, first ban, every game.
Yep.
Brew.
Bard new meta. Just because my boy Matt Brew.
Matt Brew, OP.
Nerf,
Champion is hard, man. It's not easy because like you can like just as easily win the game as you lose it.
Okay, here comes Ziggy on the bottom. Make It Rain's gonna come through. Slow him down a little bit. Good Janna tornado. But they're fighting top. Oh, and here comes the Graves down for the bottoms.
With double stun.
Flash. Oh, that's
stun.
He's gonna take a lot of damage, but he's gonna dish out a lot of damage too. He's gonna get that Storm Raiders and he's gonna run them down. Slow's gonna come in from Janna, but just some summoners traded. A little bit of health trade back and forth too.
Pretty close trade here. Feeder Reform doing a nice job in this lane matchup. Right as I say that. It takes way too much.
Takes the Thunderlord proc.
This is why you pick the hard CC in the Graves lane.
Really
the massive flashes!
Oh, flash! The predicted flash from Phantom Wolf and the TP's gonna come in from power steering as well.
Oh, that was nuts! That was nuts!
Oh my gosh!
Actually, pause this because I want to replay that. I don't do this often when I'm casting, but that was just like that was savage.
Yeah, I just have to watch it again.
All right, let's slow this down.
Here
we go.
Just like it was a perfect like flash flash
barrier. It was like Xaxes. Oh man, that's great.
All
right. I'm gonna get back to 555. And
okay.
pause.
Yeah, I'll pause there. I'm paused.
And all right, ready? 3, 2, 1, play. That was worth.
All right.
That was sick.
That was so worth it.
Totally worth. Phantom Love could get killed here. Doesn't have barrier.
Oh, the flash from Graves. Depends.
Yeah, he's got it.
Is he gonna be able to? Oh no, that's Storm Raiders proc. Is he gonna be able to dance around minions enough? Oh, Ziggy with the nice try on that. Ward.
Oh,
Q.
Lands it. Gets him. Oh man, here we go.
That's why you run flash on Lee Sin, kids.
Nice ghost. I mean flash. Dude, it's nothing but love, Ziggy. You know that, right? We just break the balls here.
Here comes.
It's just too easy, man. See, power steering trades into that big minion wave.
And
closest feeder Reform to 6 is gotta be pretty close, right?
He's
almost.
like
He's 2 minions.
He's 2 melees away.
Yeah.
So he'll almost be 6, but he can't really gank any of the sidelines yet.
It's not like he can do anything bottom. They might end up just wanting to wait until. I mean, I'm not sure if that's being thought through or not. It should be, but they should probably just wait till bot lane gets 6, and it's like a free kill on bot.
Oh yeah, no, you just
free kill on him after the flash
6.
up.
Yeah.
And they know
You just
that
have to
the
be,
flash
okay,
is
the one
down.
thing I could see it not working out though is
The Savage
the
Bardoll.
Savage Bardoll.
Classic map through.
Yeah, just like if they line up like poorly for Bard Q on like the engage off that, I think that's like the only thing that could like botch it for him. But
Like, this game's a lot more even in lanes.
yeah, it definitely is.
This one was
And, like
more.
the Valkyrie's actually catching back up in CS. Like he was down 10 CS like a minute ago.
Yeah, I didn't see. I mean, Gildo still has teleport and ultimate, so that's like. I mean, if power steering can get through this, like, I mean, really, if Morning Scotch as a team can get through this next, like, 2 minutes while this teleports, or a minute and a half while this teleports on cooldown, then they'll have lucked / intelligently macro played out. Because yes, that's a new. I'm just gonna call that.
Luck / macro play.
Luck / macro play. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Decent. Ziggy's actually doing a pretty good job keeping up. Not that Lee Sin really has clearing problems, but
I think it's probably just because he sent Raptors like
mid lane
he sent
here.
Karks twice and Raptors twice as well. Oh, Graves!
Nice.
Oh my
shockwave.
gosh!
Nice shockwave by Phantom Loaf. Very well played.
Dang. Yeah, just walking blindly
faster
into a
damage.
bush.
That's all that was.
Yeah.
I mean, Feeder Reform's gonna get a push here and potentially a gank in the bot lane. Oh. If he shoves this fast, I mean, he has his Ghost and his Ultimate up right now, and Phantom Loaf's backing, so he's got a pretty good tempo advantage here. He could recoup that kill maybe in bot lane or top lane.
I think the only
right
thing
now.
that would deter it is if they saw the lead going towards the tops. If they didn't see the lead going towards the top
The
side,
bot
they
lane,
thought
bot
he
lane
was on the
sees
bottom
Twisted
side of the
Fate
map.
coming, but they're way too far up right now. This is still kill potential for him. Mapru's not level 6 yet. This should be a free kill on Misfortune.
Okay, there's 6. Yeah, and they just pinged it. He just got it 6-2. They're pinging it.
Should be a
They
free
see
kill on
him.
Misfortune. I don't know why he's holding the trigger so long.
They're
You
waiting
gotta-
for Asher. I think they just have to go for Asher here.
You gotta go, my
Like,
dude. You gotta go. He's got no flash.
You just gotta pull the trigger on that.
Fire it
like-
off, man.
Yeah, and they just butted him out.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, top lane, Shen gets the solo
Okay,
kill.
so suddenly this bot lane play isn't worth it anymore because the Shen
Yeah.
can get there.
Oh, there's the
That's
arrow.
TF ult.
Oh, the
Mapru
Bard
hits
ulti.
6. Mapru hits 6
Oh no,
on
it's
him.
gonna go down. The Make It Rain's gonna come through, and the Oriana's gonna come in. Gold card's gonna be pulled, or he's gonna get stunned up. This is why he cleanse. Shen ulti's gonna come through. There's no Oriana ulti yet.
Oh, the
15
damage is
seconds, it's gonna
split.
go down. Yeah, their damage was
You got
super
TF and
split.
Graves on one side. Shen
Power
taunting.
splitting. Power steering's gonna come in and TP. At least it's not gonna be courageous enough to take
Oh,
the
man.
Q in. But that would
Like
have probably
a bit
been
of
a certain
split call there. That's unfortunate. That easily could have been a 3 for 0, 3 for 1 for
Yeah.
the side of no pants if they had better
Oh,
focus fire.
his gold card timed out.
I think he's okay. Yeah.
No, that would have been clean. They could have set up to kill him with the Misfortune.
Yeah, they needed to. They needed to fire that. Bard was still 5. Noah didn't have his flash back up yet, and they
And
knew they
Phantom
didn't have
wasn't even
flash
on the map at the time.
Kasoka got the flash on that 3-minute gank. Or no, it was later than that. It was like a 5-minute gank.
Yeah, it was not 5
So we
minutes.
knew the flash was still off cooldown. You had a tempo advantage because you pushed Phantom Loaf out of lane, so you had the mana advantage even though you got killed.
Yeah, they pinged it. Like
And they pinged
knew
it, and
that
you
was
just
gonna
had to
be
pull.
down.
You just had to pull the trigger there. I know they were waiting for Ash Arrow, but with Bard level 5, no flash on Misfortune. Now, I mean, realistically, they probably just weren't aware. They weren't sure if the flash was back up. Like that's like, we can all talk like we're professionals, but it's one thing to say that, and
Right,
another thing
right.
to actually recognize.
Know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, how often do people
It's
time
understandable.
flash timers and they don't actually do it? It's just like instinct, and they're not paying attention to what it actually is. That's actually one of the big differences between like lower and high level like team play is like you capitalize on summoners being down. Like you got to actually take advantage of that. And that was a game breaker. If they capitalize on that, this is again like macro decisions from. I mean, this time it's the other way around. Last game it was the Echo split push. This game you had Oriana push back. It was basically a free attempt at a gank, even if it didn't work. It was
Flash
a free
gold
attempt.
card's gonna come in. Smoke bomb's gonna come through. Ori's gonna flash as well. The shockwave's gonna come in, but it's not gonna matter. Slick gonna come in, pick up the kill.
Yeah, it's
Bomb will
pretty
stay.
tough to escape from that.
Yeah.
That's why you pick a hard CC lane like Annie.
And
or
I think they're
Twisted
gonna
Fate.
3-man shove it. They're gonna go for first turret. Oh, Misfortune's walking up, taking a lot of damage.
They're gonna get Herald? Yeah, it looks like they're going for
Yeah, they're gonna do
I think
Herald.
that's the right
Yeah,
call
Herald's
there.
actually a pretty smart play in this situation.
I mean, they probably could have taken mid tower and Herald, or mid tower and threat Herald. But I kind of like
It's threatened enough. Air's gonna come in. Oh, auto attack's gonna come through.
Oh,
Bardos
no.
is gonna come down, but he got a good spike of damage there off.
That group.
Turning out. Oh, is Ziggy gonna steal this? Oh, early smite. Spawn's gonna come through. Ziggy's gonna go down. The roots are gonna come in as well. But Graves is gonna get the Rift Herald buff. Slow. Saplings. Yeah, there's no escaping that if you're power steering.
I didn't see who picked up the.
It was Graves. Graves has it in
Graves
his
did get
inventory
it.
right now.
Okay, yeah.
I think they're gonna take it top.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Although he should wait for his creep wave to show up and start tanking the turret before he actually summons it.
He's gonna pop it now.
Yep, he just popped it. They needed, I think.
I mean, there's nobody up there to stop that, and bot lane's walking bottom, Orianna's mid, only Lee Sin's going top. This could potentially be a 2-tower Rift Herald.
It'll get through the first turret. I don't think it'll actually get damage down on the, too much damage down on the second one.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that was good first turret take.
I mean, I think maybe the safer take there would have been just go mid lane after the kill on Orianna, take the tower, and then reset for Herald, but...
They managed to get a couple kills off top of it as well. So.
Yeah, so I guess that worked out. It's a little more aggressive decision. Nothing wrong with that if that's how you want to play it, I think. I mean, Ziggy could have stole that. That was really close, actually. I mean, the smites were not really close.
It was just smite timers.
Assuming they both smited.
Especially if you would have waited for the eye to pop up, and then you could have gone for like execute Q, smite.
Yeah.
And then like stole it. Oh, the Shen ulti's gonna come in, but the arrow's gonna miss. Knockup's gonna miss as well, but the flash taunt comes through. Here comes Matt Brew. Is he gonna be able to save his AD carry? Shen's gonna be diving deep underneath this. Noah's gonna go down. And he...
Yeah, Matt Brew putting down the deeps. Look at him.
Gildo just... Is he gonna go down here? Oh, here comes Lee Sin. Oh, Taunt's gonna get him out of there. But that was clean. Even that... Well, I mean, I don't want to say it was clean because they missed the arrow and then tornado.
Missed the arrow and then flashed and then taunted instead of flashing or taunting and then flashing.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, there's a bunch of skills like this in the game. The most common are like Lee Sin ultimate, Gragas belly bump, and really Shen taunt was the other one that like made this famous. But like you can input the skill and then flash, and it gives zero frames to outplay it.
Like if you're quick enough on it, you can like vein condemn too and stuff like that.
Yeah,
There's
like you. So in that situation, I know there's stuff going on now, but in that situation, instead of flashing and then taunting, you would cast your taunt and then flash to where you want it, and it's got less counterplay if you do it that way. And if you're gonna blow both summoners anyway, you might as well do it that way because there's less of a window for error.
See, he's got a good spot on the flank here, but they're only 3, and there's a. They do have the TPO. Nelbium. Nelbium's gonna run into a wild Lee Sin.
Nelbium not afraid though. He's got the.
But he doesn't care. He's doing a ton of damage, and he's actually gonna get the kill.
Ziggy. Not respecting Nelbium's damage.
Yeah. And Noah's gonna get bottom turret.
Split push misfortune is apparently
working out
supernova meta. I had no idea, but
man.
Noah says I'm gonna define my own metagame.
That TP from power steering?
Looks like
oh, he canceled. Yeah, he canceled that. They're gonna give dragon.
A little bit of mixed calls here.
Yeah.
I mean that first teleport and teleport match bot lane too was a little bit of a mixed call. You had split damage, both teams.
Yeah.
So not exactly the best coordination. Something for everybody to work on. I mean,
that's just
4K gold lead for no pants here.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit out of hand for no pants. So, God's gonna come in. Red Smite's gonna come down through, give the bonus damage. Root's gonna come in. Tornado's gonna land. Ziggy's gonna get stunned up. Here comes the Root. Oh, that Bard ulti lands onto 3. There goes the auto attacks coming through, but it's gonna be in favor of no pants at this point. There's gonna be 2 for 1 at this point. Air's gonna was. Peter Reform's gonna go down, and it's gonna be 2-on-2 at this point. Janna and Graves versus Misfortune and Bard.
Red buff's gonna
be able to pick him up.
The Quadra?
Quad kill.
The Quadra for Noah. Split push Misfortune.
Yeah, that's a pretty good play on his part.
And his buddy Matt Brew.
It's Matt Brew with the high 5 assist. So.
Little dance.
Oh, Nelbium wasn't there.
Yeah.
So
And Nobium's got, like, I mean, outside of Graves, Nobium's got the majority of the damage on this team. Like, Twisted Fate does a fair amount of damage, but is not, like, a reliable DPS source in team fights. It's more just for the CC and the burst damage. So, not having your main DPS there for a long fight like that, and that was a pretty long fight. It was like a 20-25 second long fight there. I also think I didn't quite see it, but it looked like the Bard ult might have canceled the shockwave damage on a couple of people. I think quite see it, but it looked like the shockwave was going to hit like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, it just pulled them together.
But that's Bard. Like we were talking about it last game, how it's very feast or famine.
Like a quarter of a second sooner on shockwave, and he would have shockwaved them all in to Bard ulti.
And that's
misfortune.
that
would have been
kills. Yeah, you would have Lee Sin kicking with that too.
Yep.
I think this is a smart bullet time to clear this wave. They're down a person. Phantom Loaf is bot lane without any teleport.
Yeah. They're kind of doing like a pseudo 1-3 right now with Ziggy kind of just catching back up in XP.
I think TF wins that 1v1 if he they ulted this. He should ult this right here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good catch. Good catch. See if he can ult back, get some mid lane reposition here. There's the Maokai ult.
Maokai ult is so slow. He's gonna flash root in, but I don't think he's gonna be able to survive this, especially since he doesn't have the damage reduction at ult anymore, and he's just gonna take it down.
I think Morning Scotch just not on the same page at all.
Yeah.
Like every teleport, every flank has just not. I think the first one in the bot lane was the correct idea to match, but just like target calling and what the game plan is doesn't seem to be on the same page at all, and they've been struggling with it all game.
Yeah.
You got to consider too, like they're a team that's kind of built to 5v5.
Oh, Taut's gonna go on Misfortune. Bartolti's. Oh, the Ash Arrow still lands though before Bartolti. Nice to come down. Could flash on the Shockwave. Dem's just gonna heal him up a little bit, and they're gonna be able to push the inhib turret down, but they're not gonna be able to get any more than that. So they're gonna back off.
Yeah, you gotta consider that, you know, No Pants is so far ahead that they don't even need to utilize the thing that they're best at, which is the double global like 1-3-1 split push. Like they haven't even had to do that yet because they're just steamrolling and taking advantage. I mean, if this is a closer game, it could end up being like it was last game, like a huge mistake that they're not using the split push that they have because the other team's got a better 5v5 team composition. But because they're so far ahead, it almost doesn't even matter. Like it's not optimal, but it's still like enough. So looks like they're gonna try to make a pick onto Ziggy here.
He's gonna flash. Oh, they get the gold card off and the taunt and all the damage. And Ziggy's gonna go down. Could they do Baron?
Yeah, I think
they really could. No, never mind. Ash's bottom.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, maybe, this is again maybe just like a rating disparity thing, but like you see this a lot in. I mean, you really see in solo queue at all ratings. Really is like 80 carries fiending for their farm.
Yeah.
You would know, right?
Yeah.
Like you got like there's times where you got to resist the urge. Like I guess maybe
you're just like if it's like one wave and your team's like not even on the map at that point, and they just like somehow like go like feed while you're like clearing a bot wave, and you're just like, I'm gonna go catch this wave real quick and get an item. Like there's that. I don't know what was going through on that.
Did he get eye edge off that maybe? I didn't look.
He got Hurricane.
Alright, so maybe that was worth getting. I don't know. It's not like his team's like absolutely needs him. I just think they could be slamming the door shut on this game if he's grouped. Like if the enemy, I mean really if you want to do like the game ending, like they could win this game without killing another person, I think. Just with a split push if they played it right. Yep. It's a lot harder in practice than it actually is, you know. But I think, yeah, I mean, you just want to close the door on a game. Like, you don't want to give the other team the opportunity to come back. So, I mean, they got a 7K gold lead right now, which is pretty big at 21 minutes. So, I mean, I don't, unless this game goes like 50 minutes plus, I don't see this turning around for Morning Scotch. And if that's the case, it's going to turn into Evening Scotch soon enough. Bad jokes galore. Looking like we could get something here. Gildo's getting pressure. He's got teleport and ult available.
Yeah, you gotta get Stand United off, and they might be able to just.
Yeah, I think no pants making the correct play here. See, I like no pants positioning here. See how they're all positioning on the same side.
Yeah.
Like nobody split off to the top. They're keeping everything in front of them.
Good bullet time. WM's gonna get caught out. Graves is gonna get taken down first immediately in this fight. The Shockwave's gonna come through with a kick on top of it. But look at Gildo just like destroying the back line. So that's gonna be 4 members down, and it's just gonna be on Phantom Leave.
That was actually an incredible Janna ult.
Yeah.
That was an outstanding Janna ultimate. Like fired off as soon as he got out of the Bard ult. Yep. Bob will save that fight because I mean that's another situation where the Bard ult, you know, live by the Bard ult, die by the Bard ult. Because I mean, Noah had another massive bullet time, but 2 people were Bard ulted for the entire, like almost the entire duration of it. And then Bobble just fired off the Janna ult as soon as he was out of the Bard ult, disengaged that fight, and they were able to pick up everything. I mean, that was a fight that could have gone the other way. Yeah, like
yeah. Just a couple of things. If a couple of things would have changed in there.
Yeah, it's tough too because your instinct tells you to just fire that off, and maybe it's got to be more communication between Noah and Mapru. Like,
yeah,
if maybe Bard's got to fire off the ult first, like Noah, or like Mapru's got to tell Noah that he's gonna fire off first in these fights, and then to open up. But I think they might be better suited to open up with MF ult because you're more likely to have everybody in one place. Like, let the MF and the Orianna pull their ultimates off first and then Bard ult, unless you're starting a fight. Like, in a situation like that where they're just peeling and they're just, like, trying to take the dragon, I think you just fire the MF and the Orianna ults, like, right away, and then you Bard ult afterwards to clean up, like, isolate.
Uh-huh.
But,
just
easier said than done. That's not easy to do.
Here comes the taunt out on a Phantom Loop, and he's going to take a little bit of damage. Nice Shockwave. Kind of disengage it a little bit. All it's going to catch on is Shen, but the Ash Arrow is going to catch on the backside, and the Flash Taunt's going to come through. Shen's going to be a little bit deep in this situation.
He's really tanky.
But the rest of his team is backing him up. He's super tanky.
You know, the more I think about it, this is like the new school version of, like, Curse the Sad Bullet Time. Like, this team comp that Morning Scotch is running, like,
yeah.
You got the Maokai, you got Bard ult for engage, you've got Maokai ultimate, Shockwave, and Bullet Time. Lee Sin kicks also a lot of AoE. It's like a new school version
I think it's too gimmicky, though.
Yeah, I think the Maokai just... I mean, Power Steering did a lot better in lane this time around after he settled down after his first buy. Nice Bullet Time here. Not going to be enough to stop the inhibitor, though. I do think, like, it was... I mean, I didn't see the draft. It must have been a really good draft. I mean, it's a smart idea to attack. Like, the best way to beat... Go here.
Oh. Okay, it's going to go deep. They're going to be in a tight corridor, but unfortunately they have no bullet time to capitalize on it. And
yeah, that would have been...
Power Steering's going to get taken down. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point it's kind of tough because you gotta pick your battles and take your fights when you're this far down because it's only going to get worse against a split push team. So it looks like they're just trying to force fights, but the cooldowns are just kind of... The cooldowns are disjointed, so it's not working out that great for them.
Yeah, the CDs weren't there, so they did. Because if they would have had like Ori Shockwave there too, that could have easily been 3-man.
Yeah, it could have just been an ace, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I do think, I mean, it shows just how far ahead No Pants are that they're out 5v5ing a 5v5 team with a team comp that's not supposed to 5v5.
Good arrow. Stiggy's gonna get caught. It's gonna make it out alive though, so.
Looks like, yeah, Gildo's out. So, you know what I'm saying though? Like, this team, it's a really smart draft by No Pants because the way to beat these massive AoE Wombo combo teams, a little bit of a sloppy recall. It was like, I don't even think that was sloppy in particular. Who does the board ult?
Good prediction.
There is a ward up by the lane. You see there's a ward that maybe could have saw them step into that bush.
Yeah.
But
well, they also like blue.
Yeah, they did blue trinket. Never mind. Okay, yeah, they just blue trinketed. Got a big fight going on.
They're gonna zone him out with the Maokai ult. Power Steering's gonna be on the back line. WM's gonna take down Bard, and that's gonna be an massive 2-man taunt on the back line to stop the DPS. The bullet time. Janet's gonna go down. Noah's gonna flash in. Oh my god!
Gildo's just huge. Gildo's like unkillable right now.
Gildo
started this fight at less health than he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
It's
got to
not looking
imagine
too good.
too, like this team, like I keep trying to talk about this freaking draft. Like the way to beat these AOE wombo combo compositions is to either match it with your own wombo combo or to just not fight the wombo combo, like play a split push comp, right? And that's how you beat these teams, right? That's how you beat that's how you beat the Ziggs and the Orianna and the Amumu, like those kind of team comps that you see a lot in like low to mid level like team play. Everyone, because it's the easiest to execute. The way to beat that is to just never 5v5 it, because then they don't get to play their game. But
Is Graves gonna die at Baron?
he might. No, I think he's got enough. Yeah. Oh. Yep.
Well,
I think they get it anyway. Oh,
Maybe.
Ziggy like 2 seconds short of being able to steal that. Man, oh man.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, don't quick shot in the range of the Baron when you have like 50 health, but that's pretty self-explanatory. Just a goofy mistake. Make them. Yeah, it's 9K. This gold lead just keeps growing.
Misfortune. Oh, Misfortune almost got the stop on that one.
I mean, let's look at looking at Morning Scotch, right? Like, so how does Morning Scotch win this game? If No Pants don't split push, which they haven't really done this game. Like Shen's been doing it, but they haven't been 1-3-1ing. They've just been rolling like 5 or 4-1, which is like, it's kind of cool that they can play. They can play like a pick comp also with the specific champions they have. But if this game goes another 15-20 minutes, then that's only gonna favor Morning Scotch, because like until they recognize that that's the safest win condition, there's always like an opportunity for them to come back in this game. Like, I mean, they're 10K gold down against like strong champions and a strong team composition. So, I mean, maybe No Pants not split pushing makes this like a 10% win versus like a 5% win, but you'll take what you can get when you're behind in the game. They might just end here. That's a massive ult time.
That Misfortune's doing a lot of damage.
It's gonna take Nelbium out, so I don't know how capable of sieging they are now. Graves isn't exactly the best at it.
They just have to wait for supers to push in mid. Shen's pushing on the side, so. I mean, even if TF just like walks up and like Lich Bane autos it, gets a little bit of damage off on it, slowly
it's
chip
kind of dangerous
away.
to do that against Bard though. Bard still has ultimate. There's a lot of damage coming into that tower.
Oh my god.
There's
Both
Graves.
the Graves and
There's
the
Graves.
Misfortune's doing a lot of damage. Yup. So.
See, now I think they're playing this right. When you have one down, then you just stay as a unit and let Shen do his thing. See Gildo getting a tiny bit of damage onto that tower. Let's see Ziggy, you gotta try to make a play there, I think.
He has to, but they're just gonna be able to pick up the turret on the bottom side. Yeah,
they're not gonna be able to get that inhibitor, but they are gonna get turret, walk out, even more gold.
Mid inhib came back up too, so that's 2.
Not a bad defense, honestly.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they lost an inhib turret, but at the same time, they
Didn't
really
lose an
didn't
inhib
lose
to the Baron.
anybody.
Or the
Yeah, they
split,
didn't
like
lose.
didn't lose an inhib to a Baron split pushing team, and they got their other inhib that was already down back. So I would call that a successful defense.
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
really good.
they probably, I mean, they could have lost the game potentially or lost 2 inhibitors if Nelbium doesn't get popped.
Yeah. Like if Makai Roots didn't keep him in bullet time, I think this would be a little bit different.
Yeah, I agree.
And it'd be 2 inhibs down.
Yeah, because I think they could have just bulldozed that inhibitor with the. I mean, Ash, he's doing a tremendous amount of damage right now. Not a ton of armor on the side. I mean, there's some, but not a ton of armor yet either. So he's got 3 DPS items, not even a Last Whisper.
Makai's starting to build a little bit towards. I think that's Randuin's probably. That'll end up going with.
That's what I would guess. It could be Frozen Heart, I guess, but. Frozen Heart would be great against this team.
Yeah, I was gonna say Frozen Heart against this team wouldn't be that great. So.
Yeah, you got to think too. Like this is like the old this is like crit Ash too. Like this isn't the Bork Ash.
Yeah.
So this is like the hyper carry version where.
Q and IE Reaver. So.
Which I think you're gonna start seeing like a fair mix of it. Until. Nice bold time. Put some damage down. Oh,
so
good shockwave.
W's gonna go down. Roots are gonna come through. That's gonna be a double kill. Oh, the Bard ulti, but it doesn't matter. Jan is gonna go down anyways. That's 3 kills. Wonderful job.
I could be wrong.
Bye.
That looks like Twisted, or that looked like the Twisted Advanced CC'd Bobble, and as he was CC, he got like Maokai got Bard ulted, but I don't know if it actually hit him.
I don't know if it actually did hit him or not.
It was I don't know. It was pretty interesting looking. That's the kind of fight. That is the kind of fight that that Morning Scotch needed to get back into this game, though. And you can see the potential they have in a 5v5. So if this game again, like if this game gets stalled out to like 40+ minutes, all of a sudden it's like pretty even, and the gold lead doesn't matter as much. I mean, a lot of the people on No Pants are approaching full build now. Actually, they're not. I'm a liar.
No.
In most games, they'd be
Not
approaching
quite.
full build. Some of the farm numbers in this one are a little low.
Yeah.
It's been a bloodbath. It's part of the reason.
A lot of kills.
Regardless, though, as they approach full items, I mean, there's not really any more you can go, and the classic, 60k gold doesn't matter anymore. The gold lead doesn't matter anymore. Will come into effect. Still not sure how they can lose this, because like even if they decide now, like much too late, but even if they decide now to just 1-3-1, it's enough now to win the game. Still, they're just gonna group as 5, though. I still don't agree with this, but I guess that's what they're doing. I mean, they could do 1-4, they could do 1-3-1.
There's 2 open inhibs. I mean,
I guess they could just do 5 too, but I think it's a lower percentage play. And
I think it's a way,
is
unless you
dangerous.
want to want to TF ulti the Shen into the back line. Like that's the only way I can see this working. But
yeah, like unless you're using in which case you'd want Zhonya's, right, on TF.
Yeah.
So
Instead of Banshees, but
yeah.
I think this might be what he's going for after. He's got another Fiendish, so
I just think this is a situation where you're giving the other team like any chance to get back in.
Yeah.
Like
way
this
too
game
much
should
of a
be
chance
open
to
and
get back
closed. You have
in.
a massive lead. It should be over, like unwinnable, and you're giving the other team an opportunity to actually, steal a win from the jaws of defeat. I will say the Banshee's Veil Twisted Fate, having played against it a few times, very, very frustrating for any cooldown gated character. Ahri, Orianna, LeBlanc, stuff like that. Anything that's long cooldowns needs to hit, or like CC. Like most of the CC champions are cooldown gated champions, so it's pretty frustrating to lane against. And TF's got very, very high base damages and scaling. Like he's a very unique champion because not a lot of people have that, like have both. But his base damages are good enough to get him through the mid game. So actually, Banshee's rush isn't even that bad on him, and the cooldown reduction's great for his damage output. Banshees can allow him to do things and position more aggressively than he would. Now he did. I know he didn't rush it this game. He did. He did. Lich
If
Bane,
he goes
but
Banshees Zonias, is that too much though? Like I'm trying to think of like, in what case? I mean, maybe so that you can actually get in, and then you can get the Zonias off.
Yeah, I mean, if their game plan is to deliver the Shen to the back line, then yeah, I like the Zonias.
I think that's probably the best play.
He's gonna need to get a
Shen
blitz
in the
there.
back line. Oriana's gonna get taken down really quickly, and she's gonna be down to 1 hit. The shields are gonna come through, and the redemption's gonna come in.
Phantom
But there's
Wolf is
gonna be a
still alive.
5-man Bard ulti. Oh my! I think that just negated a lot of the damage.
Oh,
but the
man, that
shockwave-
shockwave.
That was huge.
Oh man, and this is that catastrophic team fight. This is it.
That's the one. That's all it takes. It's just the one.
This was that 5% to win the game. Can they end off this?
I think they can end off it.
'Cause 30 seconds. You can't give it. You can't give. And they even. You had a 4-man Bard ultimate, and the bullet time was wasted again.
Yeah. 20 seconds on bot lane. I don't know if they can actually finish the game. They might just be able to get an inhib.
Oh,
But I think if you go for anything more than that, it's greedy.
Looks like it's just gonna be one inhib.
It's got to be just one inhib. No, they're posturing towards it. No. No, don't throw the game. Don't throw it. You just won.
Maybe they do one
Go
tower.
to fight. Here comes the defense. Janet's going to go in.
Good job surviving.
Gonna get one turret down. Air's gonna come through. It's gonna land under the Bard. Oh, everybody's here. Orio's gonna get taken down. And Miss Fortune's taken down as well. Ziggy's gonna get taken down after the
This is the
GA.
counter
They have no
throw.
Nexus turrets, but this is a throw.
Stacked deck. Yeah, they're
Shen's
gonna
gonna
win the game
TP
off.
up. Yeah.
They've Twisted Fate ultimate. Yeah, they can win
TF
off
ulti
this.
too.
I don't know. They don't have minions though. They just walk it up mid. Run it up mid, boys. Run it up mid.
Yeah. TF's gonna go clear the
Yeah,
him as well.
That was the throw, counter throw, solo queue, Clown Fiesta special.
I think they'll just get into Hibs. Like, they don't actually have time to end game either.
They don't have the creeps to end game. It's gonna take the creeps too long to get in there. I mean, Gildo's like super tanky. Maybe, you know what, they can end off this. They have Lich Bane. And Ashe is doing a ton of damage. And the Bobble shields himself. Bobble shields himself instead of Shen. There we go. Puts the shield on Ashe for the damage output.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Man, oh man. So close. So close from winning Scotch. They
one if they didn't go for Nuggets, they would have
I mean that fight, first of all, 4-man Bard ultimate. If you factor in that bullet time did basically no damage because the Bard ult soaked all of it up,
they still won that fight pretty
still
clean.
won that fight by a ton. Alpha the Ori. Also, did you
yeah.
see Phantom Loaf barely survived that initial burst in that fight?
If he would have got taken down there, that would have been such a different story.
That would have been game because the MF ult would have been useless and there would have been no shockwave to finish up. So it would have been a Bard ult that ended up in nothing because you had no bullet time or no shockwave to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
But I mean I got a lot of critiques for this game, so I'm going to talk for a little bit.
I'm going to grab a bottle of water while you do that.
No problem. So, a lot of critiques for this game. No pants. You have a 1-3-1 split push comp. Yes, you're ahead. Yes, you can choose the 4-1. Yes, you could possibly choose the 5-man with how far ahead you were. But the reason you need to remain and recognize the reason you need to recognize your win conditions and identify them and play them out is because of situations like this. You could, it was very, very possible, very likely you could have lost the game off that Baron fight, off that 5, any number of things could have gone either way. If that was a Bard ult followed up by a good bullet time, that's a clean 5-man ace, not even close. It didn't even go that well for the other team, and they still aced you. So, you can't give the other team opportunities. If you're going to play double globals, don't group. That's a pretty fundamental thing. You can also, you don't even need to 1-3-1, because 1-3-1's a little more complicated to shot call and execute. If you wanted to 4-1 this with Shen, you could have done that. You have good disengage, good wave clear with your 4-man unit. And you just did neither. You just grouped, and you almost lost the game for it. So take that as a lesson. I'm not sure who takes... So, I mean, we're going to go to a Game 3. I'm not sure who takes it, but... If you go to the finals and you're going to play a 1-3-1, make sure you 1-3-1 or at least 4-1, even if you're ahead. If you're ahead and you do the 1-3-1 or a 4-1 like that and you play the split push and use your globals, there's a 2% chance the enemy team wins this game. If you group as 5, you're giving them, 10, 15, 20% chance to win the game. You just don't want to give your opponents any equity for free like that. It's just it's lazy, and you got to actually think these things through. And it's not just with split push compositions either, but it's really, really important. This should be the lesson everybody takes from these games today, is recognize your win conditions and play to them, because that's been a problem for both teams in both games so far. I'm going to go actually, I have a drink right here. I don't got to refill. You can talk a little bit. I got to drink.
Yeah, okay. It was, trying to think of some of the kinds of things that stood out. I don't know what you said while you were gone. Basically, you just talked about One Forest, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just if you're gonna draft something and you have a game plan, just play to your game plan. That's all it comes down to. I really can't say anything else on top of that.
I mean, more or less, what we're saying here is as well as No Pants played this early in mid game, it wasn't clean, and you could make a good argument that they got extremely lucky they didn't lose this game on that Baron fight.
Yep.
After completely dominating the game before that.
Pretty much.
It just takes all it takes is one fight and you can lose a game off of it. That's the lesson to take from it. So don't give your opponents the opportunity to do that is the lesson here. All right, let's look at Game 3 here. So Game 3, apparently the bans were Morning Scotch.
Banned Fizzlux Graves.
And No Pants banned Hecarim, Alawi, and Misfortune. No Pants is now red side. Let me swap these again.
Yeah.
Oh, let me pause. And then we'll,
Stoik is playing Lee this game.
So, Morning Scotch is blue side, and No Pants is red. No Pants. Okay. So, alright, ready? 3.
Yeah.
Let's look at the comps real quick. I mean,
Uh.
a little bit of a different. I mean, much different look this time.
Oh yeah, so much different of a look.
Yeah, different look by. I mean, same concept by No Pants. Similar concepts, slightly different champions. The quirky mid is interesting. I wonder when in the draft that was taken, because I mean, it's not great against Syndra, but one of the things about Corki is you can play Corki into the burst mages because he can actually itemize into a Hex Drink or first item, and not a lot of champions can do that, so it gives him a lot of play against like LeBlanc and Syndra, and even like Orianna. It's like really, really brutal to play that matchup actually, because Ori can almost never kill a Corki. Like, you land full combos and it won't kill him with a Hex Drinker a lot of the time, so... Mappery gets the Bard again. Yeah. Memory just said the same thing. He's like, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Phantom Love's gonna play the Syndra.
Syndra.
No cleanse against Nautilus and Ashe. Playing it risky. What do you think? I kind of like No Pants team comp more here.
I kind of like it too.
I think it's more well-rounded. I mean, it's a lot of physical damage. Quirky obviously bring mostly magic damage, but
yeah, he's split.
I guess Nautilus is a lot of magic damage too. So this is pretty balanced.
I think it's just because, I don't know. Maybe if Power Steer can get Darius stacks up off of Nautilus, because
or
really,
Lee potentially if Lee doesn't play
or
these fights
Lee.
cleanly.
Yeah.
So Stoka has Lee Sin this game. Ziggy played it the previous 2, right?
Yeah. Ziggy played it 2 games in a row.
So pushing Ziggy onto Elise. I do like that both of these teams have early game and late game. Like these are 2 pretty well-rounded team compositions. Both have wave clear, both have good mixed damage, both have like reasonable scaling, and a big frontline tank. I think these are 2 pretty evenly matched compositions. I think in the previous couple games, I thought the comps were a lot more lopsided. I think No Pants won the draft in both those games pretty hard, but I think this is maybe slightly in favor of No Pants, just because I happen to like the Corki against like Syndra and Elise. What do you think?
I think there's a lot of pick on both sides, just because Bard and then Syndra and Elise Cocoon can set up stuff really well. But I don't know.
You have
kinda
Nautilus
just
and
wanna
Ashe
watch
arrow
this.
too. Yeah, I agree. Let's fire it up. You ready? 3,
Yeah, let's do this.
2, 1.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm curious to see how they play this out.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, Darius is notoriously. I love this Bard skin so much. Every
Bard
time.
skin's so good.
Every time.
Oh dang, he has Dreadnought Darius.
Ice Toboggan Corki.
Ice Toboggan Corki, Dreadnought Darius.
Ice Toboggan Corki's the best Corki skin. I don't care what anyone says.
UFO, come on.
Screw Arcade. Screw UFO.
Arcade's
Red Baron's good too. I like the Red Baron.
I think Red Baron's actually best, but I
Yeah.
don't have that one.
It's like
Oh, look at this invade.
little. This is the same exact invade they did in the first game, I think, right? They were red side first game, right? No, they
I
were blue
think
side
so.
first game.
Oh, the hook. Tornado.
That's a dead Darius who got the first blood. First blood on the Ashe. That is no bueno, as they say.
Wow.
All right. I mean,
Longsword or boots? That's the question. Okay, you go smart with the longsword.
yeah, I think Longsword's right against Ezreal.
Yeah.
I mean, Ezreal Bard's very squishy. Actually, Ezreal Bard's got an obscenely good level 1. I mean,
it's so good
Bard's
level
got just a great level 1 by himself. Like, he can basically 1v2 at level 1. But
Yeah.
especially against a support that's not a high damage output, like if he's against like Lulu or Janna or you know, Soraka, stuff like that, that's not going to do a lot level 1. He's incredibly strong.
Mm-hmm.
I do think, unlike in the last game, or actually the first 2 games, there's not really an opportunity to Bard ults. Corki's got a lot easier time getting out of a Bard ult than any of the champs that Feeder's played since. Like TF is potentially a victim of it, and so was Orianna when he played Ori in the first game.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely gonna be easier to get.
There's bad level 1 trade by Feeder there.
Yeah.
Got Thunderlord procced against him, didn't proc it himself.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
If that Q would have landed, that would have been half health on LBM at level 1.
I think people got a double tornado. Who takes tornado at level 1? Wait a minute. No, Bobble, you don't get away with this.
He took it for level 1. Yeah, he took it for level 1. He didn't skill it till right at the end.
I don't know. I'm calling party foul. Because I think you get the kill on Darius with shield too, but
yeah,
I don't know. That's none of my business. Where's the Kermit meme? Where's the Kermit meme?
You gotta get your tea, man. It's none of your business.
Let's see here.
Standard stuff now.
Pretty even. Feeder took that bad trade, but Phantom Loaf, he's missing a lot of CS. Looks like he's gonna get a ton of damage output here. Fight in mid lane.
A lot of damage. Oh, the stun on the bottom.
Classic
Good
Corki.
dodge on the
It's gonna be a kill. They're gonna get the flash out of Phantom Loaf.
Good flash. Oh, Noah flashes too far and actually misses the Q. But Bobble. Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Oh man. And just like that, the first blood.
First blood advantage is
gone.
Negated.
I mean, 2 for 1.
Yeah.
That's more. That's
it's
gonna end up being more. Yeah, he's gonna be able to push this out.
Tier
deny some of it.
Red Warden pot.
See, Corki's gonna get longsword.
And it just came down to like little things. It came down to.
Yeah, I was watching mid during that fight actually, so I didn't get a chance to see.
Well, Noah ended up arcane shifting over the Janna tornado after Bard landed a stun on the Ashe. So, and then Ezreal was walking back, and there was a conveniently placed health back from Bard, and Gildo's gonna get ganked top. Sun's gonna come through.
Elise does so much damage.
Elise
that was all Elise. That was all Elise.
Yeah.
I actually think it was kind of a mistake. I mean, maybe if the Cocoon, if he saved Cocoon, it could have been a little different. But Power Steering probably should have just like stayed under tower and just let Elise do the damage there, because he ended up missing like a ton of last hits because the wave was on the tower.
Yeah.
Usually you don't want to gank in those kind of
situations.
Yeah, like usually you don't want to gank in those kind of situations, but Elise does so much damage on her own that it's like almost worth it just for the value of putting the damage out. It's not really a lot of cost. He didn't blow flash or anything like that. It's not really. Oh, he's gonna come right back.
It's a lot of damage on Gildo.
Got 5 stacks.
5 stack. Yep. That's flash early too. So.
Nice. Good. I don't think Ziggy's gonna be able to get
what?
Anything. Was that flash Sonic Wave into a minion?
It's a minion. Yeah, that was...
I know what he was trying to do. Just I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
I gotta question that. I don't think you get anything out of that, even if you land Sonic Wave. Like, is he even gonna kill? Would that have been on Elise or Darius?
That would have been on Darius.
If that was gonna be on Darius, he doesn't kill Darius.
No.
Darius had like 450 health or so. Has a ton of base armor just from runes and stuff like that. He's got 42 armor just from runes. I don't think that's a kill. I mean, that might have been a little tilt there, a little frustration. He saw. Yeah. Oh, nice bait actually. Really, really nice bait. Ziggy really smart to stay around. Good bait by Power Steering there. And that's not Ziggy. I keep saying him Ziggy. It's Ziggy's on the other side. I keep calling Ziggy the Lee Sin because he played in the first games. That's Stoka. A lot of damage here. This could be a kill for Syndra. Where's the ultimate? Why didn't you press your R button?
I don't think he was in range.
No!
Just out of range, man.
He was in range.
Not 16, was he?
He was in range for the whole trade. Oh, was he not 6 for that? I'm rewinding. We're rewinding. Oh, is he gonna get it here?
Yeah, he's got him now.
Feeder! Why did you step back in when he didn't use ult? Oh, that was bad both ways. I'm getting riled up. I'm getting riled up now.
Triggered.
Come on, I'm triggered, mid laners. You're better than this. Where's Morpheus? You're better than this. We gotta do that next time, by the way. I gotta make the. We gotta just do cast with drops, just like soundboard drops, like radio show style.
Get the air horde in. Oh, Macron taking a little bit of damage. I honestly was gonna start doing the Mark C. The Mark C like.
Oh,
Be-doo-doo in between like game 2 and 3. Just thinking about it, if I didn't actually go grab a bottle of water.
Oh man.
Oh, Stuka. You got the scuttle. Okay, Stuka got it.
It's actually a good pick off there. It could have been contested, but I'm not sure they were aware who's doing it in time. They knew he was there eventually, but
yeah.
Pick up your chime.
I mean, blue smite, but that's too bad.
Yeah, I don't. Stoka seemed a little tilted. That whole ordeal in the top lane was really tilted. Because you got to remember too, he spent all that time not in his jungle, and he didn't even take that many of those minions that were up there. Because he was just fishing for Qs and trying to make a play.
Even then, he's still 10 CS up on Ziggy.
Yeah, Ziggy's got his 2 kills though, which I think more than makes up for it.
He's got a pretty good lead. Jungle enchant or green smite him in boots to haunting guys.
No boots straight into haunting guys. Kind of interesting. Is he gonna die to this?
Power Steering's actually gonna die to this.
Oh man, yeah.
He flashed. Oh, and he flashed Q.
Yeah, he flashed out of his own Q's range.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
I think if he gets the heal there, I think he can actually turn that and win that fight. He had
taking too much minion damage, and he had good interrupt on the jump.
Very late exhaust, but I think it's gonna end up being like a savage bait.
Push. Yeah. Oh, is he gonna just? Oh.
I mean, that was a really late exhaust. If you have the exhaust, you gotta exhaust during the ultimate. But oh no! With the snipe. Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, feeder reformed. Both mid laners and Stoka not really. A little tilted. Yeah, so basically what I was saying about the exhaust, you want to exhaust, like, when Syndra goes to all in you, the second you see the ult animation, like the balls fly back behind her, you gotta fire off your exhaust because that's where a lot of the damages come from. If you exhaust too early, she just doesn't ult until the exhaust is up. If you exhaust too late, you take all the ult damage. Like, that ended up working out because it ended up, like, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it looked like it was just a late exhaust, like a tilt exhaust. But if that was intentionally to bait him into Stoka, then that was a savage exhaust.
That's pretty good.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call the bluff because that would have been guessing exactsies on the Syndra damage. You don't want to be doing that. Oh, Gildo hooks the creep.
Gildo, how did he
package
gank? Oh,
feeder dropping a hot steamy package. Yeah, you don't usually want 2 people standing this close to Darius, but. Didn't juggle his cooldowns effectively. That's a really, really dangerous thing, by the way. If you're a ranged champion, you don't ever want to be that close to Darius.
Yeah, you don't want to be melee.
Because those are the situations Darius can turn into a 2v1.
Yeah.
Like, fairly often.
5 stacks in a reset and go time.
Regardless, feeder reform recoups a kill, makes a package play, which is what you need to do every time that's off cooldown. So
he didn't itemize X Drinker. He went straight into Triforce build.
Don't know if I agree with that, but I could see that if you're just not going to lane anymore, or if you're going to be lane him in all the time. So maybe he wanted just the damage output and the movement speed from Phage for the package play. Maybe I'm giving a little too much credit.
He's using Pulse Fire Israel. It actually looks halfway decent now.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen it in a while.
You PFE.
Yeah,
still waiting for Caitlyn, Riot. Come on, what are you doing?
I don't know. I still don't know if I agree with the not Hex Drinker because it's not like this is late enough in the game where lane phase is over. Like, you're gonna be laning against Syndra.
Oh yeah, no, you have to have that Hex Drinker.
And you're way down.
Especially like Hex Drinker against like Elise Syndra, you're just dead to a gank.
Yeah,
like,
especially with no cleanse too. Like you can play relatively safe on Corki, but like it's just not worth the risk. Like Hex Drinker is so insanely cost efficient for like
power steering.
we go.
Oh, good Bard ult on the bottom. Here comes the ulti as well. And the Cocoon's gonna follow up too. That's a dead channel.
Great CC chaining, great timing on the ultimate there
Bobble's
by
dead.
Noah. Yeah, that was a really good CC chain.
Yeah.
It was. I think it was smart by Bobble. I mean, one, he probably didn't have an opportunity to, and Bobble, even if he did, it was a smart idea not to flash or anything like that there. Not worth wasting the cooldowns if you're dead anyway. But what I was saying about like the Hex Drinker, like part of the reason it's so frustrating to play against it is they can spend that 1300 and see how far behind, like he's 20 CS down right now. He's 24 CS down, 25 CS down, whatever it is. When you're down that far and you get a Hex Drinker, Syndra still can't kill you.
Yep.
So it's a lot harder for her to push her advantage.
Yeah.
But if you just build like Phage instead of Hex Drinker, she can actually just one-shot you. Like, so it's worth it even if it means she hits a full combo on you, you don't quite die, and you're able to farm that wave under the tower. Like, instead of being one-shot and you miss an entire wave. It's an easy way to get back into the game, and it also scales pretty well because it gets to a point where like Syndra, if she doesn't one-shot you, she all of a sudden has to DPS frontline. So if you have that Hex Drinker, all you need is enough to not die to it as the carries a lot of the time. So that's why it's so strong. Good play by Feeder for one to be there to give Stoko a way out.
He like tried to ward hop jump to Phantom. He's trying really hard to get this play off in mid lane of.
I think it's a smart idea. He knows Phantom Loath flashes down, and Syndra's really vulnerable to ganks.
Dildo's doing a lot of damage. I think he could have stuck it, even though he had 5 stacks.
Yeah, I think power steering not doing. I think we get a little bit spoiled because we get to play with a savage. Like I get to play with a savage Darius player. Tuba
Darius is pretty good.
Darius is pretty savage, in case people don't know. So it doesn't like. It seems like he's like hesitating or like waiting too long on his cooldown management. Like a lot of playing Darius is getting the max range Q to get heals off, so that you can just take stupid trades that seem dumb, but they're not dumb because you're going to sustain through them, and they're not. So if you just try to take like all in versus all in, Darius can lose all ins to a lot of champions, including tanks. The idea with him is to attrition it out, chip away, get multiple Qs off in a trade, and that's how you win fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's good to be like melee range on people, but you truly shine when you can get that. You get the W off, and then you hit him with like the Q after that. Just like get it.
No, it just did a ton of damage to Nelbium in that trade there. It took like half his health with a shift QE or shift QW. It's a good trade there.
I mean, all comes down to the fact that he's got mana immune and Sheen, so he's doing a little bit of damage at this point.
Nelbium not that far down, all things considered, though. I mean, the good thing, oh man, ton of damage. A little late on the shields there. Package
play. Oh.
Just
doesn't land.
I feel like Stoka's got the right idea. Stoka and Feeder are. They've got. It seems like they have the synergy and the communication. They're playing this the right way. They just aren't executing. Like they're not landing skill shots. Like that's the only difference here. Like Stoka lands that Q, that's a dead Syndra, or at least a Syndra flash.
Yep.
Yeah. See, like. Yeah, I'm not an expert Darius player, but it seems like you gotta kind of draw out and get more out of that. I mean, he's behind.
And really, Stoka still had a ward and flash with kick, so if they really felt like trying to do something hypey to get the Syndra, because she has no boots.
Yeah.
They have plenty of damage. They can kill her.
Well, I think the other thing is too, like if you have, like if he lands that Q, at the very least it's a flash. It's a flash by Nelbium.
Smart flash by Nelbium though to dodge stun.
Yeah, Bob will flash the Ezreal ult too. I think that's smart too, because they're going to be able to stay in this lane now, whereas they either would have been dead or couldn't stay before.
Yeah.
I think Bobble's got a. I don't know if it's Bobble or Bobble. I'm just going to say Bobble. Whatever. It's probably Bobble. I think it's Bobble, technically. No contest on the Rift Herald there. Yeah, I mean, not. It's going to go to Nautilus.
They're going to take a mid. Finally break a turret. Oh, good. Oh. Nice try. Hey, nice try, man. That was.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah,
Noah's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah,
We're
that's
just not
just
gonna talk about that.
I
Toolbox
just,
mode, sandbox mode, people. Let's go.
man,
No excuses.
sandbox.
Play like a champion.
That's it's a thing. No, like I think Ezreal's actually. Man, I miss playing Ezreal.
Super good.
Super good.
He's super good when you're just allowed to farm. Like he's under no pressure in this lane.
Yeah, when you can just sit there and Q-Boke, oh my god, what a man.
I mean, he's the under no like what's the threat there? Ash arrow, and he has flash for it.
Yeah.
Like he can
Yeah.
shift in all he wants as long as he flashes the Ash arrow.
Yeah. I mean,
And if he gets
got
hit, he's
nothing really.
dead. But
yeah, I mean, if he does. No, I don't actually think he would die, honestly.
I mean, and Matt Brew at the very least was in ult range, so he could have like ulted them if he got Ash arrowed. You know, so
Yeah.
I appreciate how aggressive Noah's playing in this matchup. He's played really
Yeah.
well, other than some
Meanwhile,
of the pushing
Rift Herald.
decisions.
Rift Herald coming to save his life. Oh, I think it's actually gonna
Gildo's
matter.
gonna get
There's the
dunked.
dunk. Rift Herald gonna be able to get turret? I think that was a tilt Rift Herald there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually.
It might have. I didn't look at the timer. It might have been expiring.
Oh, is it still gonna get the charge off?
Rift Herald, new
Oh,
Rift
no,
Herald's
he
new Daisy. Rift Herald's doing his best.
He's trying.
It's
Well,
trying
like-
real hard. Yo, a lot of damage there.
Oh,
Oh,
Genocide.
nice. That should be a mid tower.
That's about turret.
You know, Nelbium's getting. Oh wow, I didn't see Janna got killed bottom. Was that from a Bard?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Janna.
Bard ults in the burst.
Bard also into, yeah.
Yeah, not
tried
a
to
great
arrow out of it.
teleport. I don't think. Maybe it is a great teleport.
No, he's here.
It is a great
Oh.
teleport. I'm wrong.
Oh!
It was a great teleport. I'm a liar.
That's a good
I'm a dirty,
teleport.
dirty liar. All hail to you, Stoka. That was a good teleport.
Oh,
Gildo, that was a good teleport. This chat, though.
What?
Oh, there must have been a pause.
There must have been a
Yeah.
pause. Yeah, you're right.
So, No Pants gonna get this top tower off that nice teleport play. Yeah, I said it. Nice teleport
It's
play.
fuck it. He said it.
Yeah,
It's
I mean Feeder's gonna
GG.
get a lot of damage on mid too. They did get Syndra Flash and got the kill on her too. This tower's gonna go down here. I like this potential Lee Sin play here.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Q for damage. Q for damage. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Q for damage.
He's just 5.
I
think he's just 5-man mid. Take the dragon, I guess. Yeah, dragon's a better call. Just make a pick with Ash Arrow. Feeder kind of low on mana. Oh,
well,
Tread's line's just gonna
That's
miss
right.
there. Cocoon's
oh,
also
Cocoon missing.
well, not just gonna miss. Very miss.
Spiderling gonna catch, but
Gildo doing a good job soaking cooldowns.
Dragon's at like half health.
Ash Arrow.
Oh, good
Darius.
pull. Oh, Janna goes down immediately. Nautilus is gonna be the next victim in the fight, and the double stun, and the cocoon.
Yeah, no,
and
no.
the failed dash over the wall. Oh my.
Noah, and Phantom Loaf just under no pressure whatsoever. Oh, he gets the Q off too.
Yeah.
Noah
I mean,
and Phantom
really,
Loaf
they
under
don't have
absolutely
any
no
dive.
pressure. Under absolutely no pressure in that team fight. So they're just able to free DPS, and I mean that was
Well,
what a
what
triple.
does No Pants have to hit him with? Like what can they dive him with?
You just gotta play damage versus damage, but you're gonna lose that
Yeah.
fight right now.
Yeah.
Plus they were tanking Dragon too for a lot of that. Maybe you don't pull the Dragon, you just take the fight with Ash Arrow.
Ezreal finished Muramana during that fight, so he was just pumping out sustained DPS at that point.
Yeah, I think in situations like that where you're engaged just like Nautilus, like single target engaged like Nautilus and Ash Arrow, I think when your DPSers are behind, like they're actually not. I mean, bottom lane's behind, but like Corki's not that far down on Syndra. But when you're playing a 2-core, like this is, I mean, this is effectively a 2-core composition. It's 2 tanks, like a true support, and 2 like high damage carries that No Pants is playing. If your 2 carries aren't up to snuff yet, you still need to play it like you're trusting the front to back. But if the other carries are ahead of you, you've got to land your CC on one of them, or you at least have to disrupt their damage, even if you're not killing them. Like, some amount of CC needs to land on the Phantom Loaf or Noah Wawa in these fights, because if they don't, you're just going to lose the DPS fight. Because if you assume the two tanks are equal, and their 2 carries are doing more damage than your 2 carries, then you're gonna lose. Yeah, you're just gonna lose that trade. So even if you don't kill them, there needs to be some sort of disruption on the other 2 carries. Oh man, look at that damage. My God, Noah's super fed.
Fourth, yeah.
You are right though. There's not a lot of tools, and Ezreal can always arcane shift away from Ash Arrow, so that's not very reliable. It's basically got to be a Nautilus ultimate.
Yeah. Even then, he can shift out of range of.
He can shift out of Lee Sin insect plays too. Yeah,
yeah. No, it's got to be.
Ezreal just about the worst case scenario for this composition.
Which is why and really Ezreal just survives lane against Ashe. Like he just farmed from range.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of pressure on him.
Oh. That Bard ulti.
It's good Bard ult. Power steering is not a really
and it's actually going to catch Gildo in a bad spot. The Redemption's going to come down. The Air Shadow is going to come through, but it's not going to be enough. Noah's going to be able to lift through. And a huge stun comes through. Beater's going to go down. Jada's going to get taken down immediately as the Monsoon gets channeled. They're going to get the turret, but it's not going to be worth it at all.
That's so unfortunate that arrow didn't land. I actually don't know how that didn't land. That was a great dodge.
Yeah, I don't know how it didn't either.
That was like fractions of a Teemo from hitting that. And if he dies, maybe they get dangerous game off of it and can turn that. I mean, maybe not.
Maybe.
That looked like it was going to be a bad fight. Power steering was on his way down, but he had no teleport. He was running all the way from like roughly like Wolf Camp. Like he had started running down before that fight started. But yeah, I mean, that could have gone badly. But
that was just really well done, just to get him all the tools to save him. Redemption, get the Bard heal on top of it as well. Well done. And Sun's gonna land on an Elbium, and they're gonna look for round 2. Jaina's gonna get taken low. It's not gonna quite be enough.
And he's just
gonna back out of it.
And he's a smart
disengage. They just want to back out of it.
No Pants just bought. Well, 3 of them had bought items. You don't want to give them the opportunity, especially because there's like nothing. I mean, maybe they could have since there's like no dragon or anything, but I think the safe call here is to back out. It's a smart decision here. Let's make sure you actually finish your recall.
Top turret's getting some. Top turret's getting some significant damage placed upon it.
Yeah, big minion wave here. That's probably gonna go down. Nope.
I think it's
not gonna go down. Gildo's gonna.
Nope. There's the TP. I don't think TP is worth it.
Big wave mid here too, but. Oh man.
If you guys are pushing mid. Especially when you're TP. Oh, Stoika's gonna get caught a little bit.
Whew.
Take a little bit of damage. Yeah. Well, they had Jaina back in base and they had Nautilus TP top. Why would you? It's kind of, especially with like long range pick like Bard. I don't know if walking up and trying to push that wave in to T2.
Also, you had no wards. You had no flank wards either. So.
Yeah, you had no flank wards, so you didn't see if there was someone
Syndra stun, Bard, Cocoon.
They're just like, oh,
any number of those things, yeah.
Because that could be Baron, especially with Nelbium showing bottom side.
Agreed.
And he's just so far behind on Ashe at this point. Like, I mean, he's sitting on 2,300 gold, but he still is like.
I don't know if I agree with this Blade of the Ruin King purchase. Like, I know it's good on. I mean, I guess that might not be Bork. That could be Gunblade. Gunblade Corki's actually not bad, but...
He's got the dagger with it, so that makes me believe it's Blade, yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think Bork Corki is... Like, Bork's second on Corki is fine against a lot of teams, but not against this team.
Yeah, not against this one.
Like, I think you just want Eye Edge here. Like, you just...
Yeah, you just want damage.
You just need damage. Output. Yeah, like, if you... I mean, Corki does... I mean, he more or less does like 2 champions worth of damage once he has Sorcerer's Trinity Force. So he's doing. I mean, if you saw a couple of those big ones landing, he's doing a ton of damage right now. It's just a matter of surviving.
Being able to get there to survive those big ones. So it's gonna land. Not quite gonna catch onto the Syndra. Not gonna land either. Oh, flash. With the ward top. Flash. Okay. It was gonna land. So it's gonna come through. The Bard is gonna get a good ult onto the back line.
Nice Janna ultimate.
Oh, the carry's gonna get stunned though. Here comes Power Steering from the side. He's gonna get flank ward off there. It's gonna be the first dunk. Ash is gonna go down, and Janna's gonna be the next kill after that. And Feeder and Stoika have to run.
Man,
that's Baron.
That was really, really close to being a great fight for No Pants. They landed Nautilus ult and Ash Arrow onto Phantom Loaf, and they just couldn't close the kill off.
Alright, Stoika, can you get the hero play? Can he get the steal?
He might.
He does see this going down.
It's only 1 level down.
Nope, not
Doesn't
quite.
get it. Not quite. Does get out though.
Yeah.
That was pretty clean steal attempt.
It just looked like they didn't care about him. Like they just didn't throw anything his way when he jumped over either.
A lot of faith in Ziggy for the smite there. I would have stopped DPS personally, but
Yeah.
I mean they didn't really have any wards. They didn't know he was there.
No, they didn't even have a controller in the pit.
Because like even if you have somebody soak the Q, like unless you have perfect smite, which isn't it's not really that hard, but things can happen. You know, yeah, you had a level advantage on Ziggy, but even if you soak the Lee Sin Q, he can still just like smite for smite it, and if it, you know, the coin flip goes in his favor, then like yeah, he's got a level, and that does matter, but unless it's like a big level advantage, a lot of times that doesn't matter because people aren't frame perfect on their smites and stuff like that. So, like, unless you're like calculating exactly how much damage, like I probably would have stopped there as soon as you saw the Lee Sin Q, but that's easier said than done, especially when you have the vision that he's over there. You're gonna take Infernal. Yeah, I mean this is double Infernal Mountain, and they got Baron. I don't see how No Pants takes this.
Yeah, it's looking rough for him, especially when they're down.
Yeah, and one of the things I didn't really, we didn't get a lot of chance to talk about the narrative of this either, but I mean, and obviously this game's not over, but the narrative going into this is the 1 seed against the 4 seed. No Pants was the 1 seed. They were, I think, a decent amount, the 1 seed. And
oh my gosh, 2 Ezreal Qs and Ashe is almost dead. Like, Jin is gonna get stunned up, and there's the follow-up, and Cinder's just gonna blow him up. Bardolphy's gonna stop the turret.
We'll just get
Didn't quite land on anybody, but
you probably just gotta give this inhibitor.
Yeah,
I think
you just
give the
have
inhibitor.
to, you're down one.
Just don't lose the game.
Just don't lose the game.
But you get a pick on Ezreal. Oh man, that arrow just barely misses.
Nautilus ulti's gonna go onto him. As Lee Kick are gonna be away, but there's nobody hitting him. And Ashe is gonna go down. Beater's gonna be the next one in line. He's gonna get taken down by the Cinder stun, and that's just 4 for 1 at this point. He's gonna go try and do something. Not gonna quite get out of it. Noah's gonna miss. Oh, the stun. Can't quite auto attack him over the wall.
Feederform was actually doing a ton of damage in that team fight. He just couldn't hold serve. There's just
they just can't finish. They just couldn't finish.
Yeah, there was too many things to dodge at the end of that fight that he had to get kind of put in a rock and a hard place. Flash channel.
Oh, the good Shanna ult, but too little, too late. So
he's winning it here.
That's gonna die.
Go down to oh, he didn't get healed.
The heal.
Holy
really
cow! Wow. So,
damn.
I started talking about narrative, and the reason I started talking about that was this is a pretty colossal upset.
Yeah.
This is a big upset.
It's a pretty big upset.
I mean, let me just double check.
I thought it was.
So going into the playoffs, so Supernova Division's a little bit different from the others. There's only 4 teams in Supernova, so all the teams make the playoffs. Where My Damn Pants finished the season. Oh, this isn't up to date. There's 1 match missing. Their first 5 weeks, they were 2-0-3. So it looks like there was just a week where them and Desperados didn't play, maybe. Anyway, they were in first place. They were 2-0-3, right? Them and Goldfish Hammer basically had the same record. Morning Scotch was 0-3-3. So only 3 draws for wins, only 3 game wins in the season. Pretty big upset, but I think that's healthy for this division because it shows a lot of parity in it. But
yeah.
I mean I think Noah played this game incredibly well. He knew exactly how far ahead he was.
Well.
I think for this game he gets the MVP because he played. I mean, he played exactly as aggressive as he needed to push his advantage and keep Ashe at a low enough health, and they just had complete control in the bot lane the whole game. Nelbium and Baba were never able to group and make picks until Ezreal already had Miramon and Trinity Force done. So
yeah.
And
really, the first fight wasn't until they were at a good spot itemization wise.
Yeah, I agree. I think this series, this game, it made sense because the team comps kind of make sense. There were some errors on both sides. I think not building Hex Drinker on Quirky was a mistake. I think, just like, I mean, these two comps were even, but you could see either of these team comps snowballing out of control, right? Like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, either of these team comps could have got out of hand, out of control. Both were pretty well-rounded and good at what they did. But Noah just got too far ahead, and when Ezreal gets ahead of schedule, it's really, really tough to deal with, especially with, like, a single-target, pick team or single-target CC followed by, two core DPS that, like, Pants had here. It's really tough to beat Ezreal in that situation because you have no way to lock him down, so you're just always out DPS'd by him.
Yeah.
So
the lack of... Because, I mean, really, Nautilus is good at CC, but you have to get actually to the Ezreal to get the damage down and the crowd control on top of him as well, so...
Yeah, I think you could look back at the first 2 games of this series, too. Like, this could have easily been a 2-0 for either team if people were playing to their win conditions better. Now, this game, I actually think this game, the reason it was so much more decisive, I think, is because... Morning Scotch played their win conditions so much better. They just stood in front of Noah. They just stood in front of Noah and killed the first thing in front of them every single team fight, and that's all they had to do.
That's all they had to do.
That's all they had to do.
Pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. So, pretty big upset. I mean,
yeah, I think it's a pretty big upset.
I didn't look at the results of this going into casting this. I knew it was 3 games because they gave us 3 files to download.
Right.
But I gotta be honest with you. I didn't think there was a chance. I didn't think there was a chance Winning Scotch was gonna win this series, just because I know some of the players on both of these teams.
Yeah,
and that's a huge win for Morning Scotch. I'm wondering now who's gonna be the other what the final's gonna be. I want to cast this final now because if all of a sudden Morning Scotch is just like able to beat these top teams, like, they could end up winning this from last place, worst to first. The Morning Scotch story.
The Morning
No,
Scotch.
it's not, because I think you suck, Ziggy. Stop it. So I think third game was a very, very clean, decisive victory. Capitalized on mistakes there. The first 2 games were, honestly, bad macro play. They were bad macro play in both those first games from both teams, I think. Neither team really playing to their win condition. But this game, Morning Scotch definitely did. So, congrats to Morning Scotch for moving on. Congrats to, I guess condolences, not congrats. Condolences to wearing my damn pants.
The Lannisters send their regards.
Yeah, the Lannisters send the Morning Scotch sends their hangover, right? That's
Scotch sends their regards.
That was really this game was really, really well played. There was a fun game to cast because there were mistakes, but these were good games to cast, and I hope I get to cast the finals next. I'm kind of looking forward to see who wins that. I got nothing else. You got anything else, Badger?
No, I got nothing, man.
All right. Well, people in the Twitch chat, thank you guys for tuning in. I will upload this as one gigantic mega file to YouTube like an asshole. So you can blame me for that because I didn't separate these at all. And if YouTube takes it down, then just ask me and I can, send you the file somehow. It's probably ridiculously huge, so maybe I won't be able to do that. But
yeah.
Maybe you could convince me to break
Good
it
luck
down
with
into
that.
smaller files. Who knows? That's a lot of work.
Pay them off somehow.
All right, guys. This is Badger and Gelati. We're going to sign off for now.
Thanks, everybody, for
Night.
watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys.
Stay classy.
Hell yeah.